All right, so from the last session, I'll just go over a real quick recap. You guys made your way, or I guess you got a little bit of a rundown from the Yuan-Ti Queen about how they became dominated by the Rose of Domination. You had finished sweeping up the last little bits of the Rose, was trying to figure out what to do with it, how to either destroy it or maybe even possibly utilize it to your advantage. The Queen told y'all about their previous history with the gnomes upstairs in Ballybogie. One that was a very one-sided relationship of the gnomes giving them vegetables and them giving them money, gems, lots of lucrative items. But after the Yuan-Ti Queen realized that their people were starting to get kind of greedy of the gifts from above ground, she decided to lay off and go into a state of repentance. This did not please the gnomes, and they decided to side with the waxworms to bring in this artifact, the Rose, that got them under their control. The waxworms then made off with the treasury, never to be seen again by the Yuan-Ti, as she then became corrupted and started to release the poison disease. After some deliberation about what rewards the Yuan-Ti would give y'all, y'all decided that maybe crates of vegetables weren't probably the most lucrative thing to be taking above ground. Decided to give it back. And you made your way back up to Ballybogie to bury Rosaline's body, more or less. When you got back up, you decided that it would probably be best to try and contact the mayor, the kindly mayor that sent you on the quest to go figure out what went wrong with the what went wrong with the plants, and probably also set up a burial for Rosaline. Once you got
He is
to,
not. He is not a kind mayor. Let me just clarify that for the
No, it's
record.
kind of a dick.
I don't know what
He
you're talking
hires
about.
horrible guards,
No.
horrible secretaries, horrible staff.
I don't know what you're talking about. This guy is
Minus 1,000.
this guy he's a perfectly good representative of the town of Ballybogie. Once you got there to his office, he thanked y'all for doing the quest. But I don't know what really spurned on. No, you confronted him about the waxworms and his involvement with the Yuan-Ti. Roland went to go throw a punch, but not before y'all did not see him activate the defenses in the room. A shield went up, and magical turrets were immediately pointed at the back of your heads. The mayor, being the natural diplomat, still gave y'all 1,000 gold each, and essentially as hush money to get y'all to leave and not ask any more questions and never return to Ballybogie. This did not sit right with y'all, as y'all ended up going. Well, Kythos went to go bury Rosaline, while Roland and Pyrite, Roland would sneak around, and Pyrite would use his newly dubbed pet Rosie to spy around the mayor's house and the town hall. After realizing that the mayor had probably trapped up his room and fabricating a story about Roland going up to the roofs to rescue a bird, everyone decided it might be best to try and go for the secretary. This secretary was a tough nut to crack. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I mean, I gave y'all the DC that it would take to
And we rolled it properly.
Yeah,
we had
no.
disadvantage.
It's just, that DC was incredibly high. And
I will be seeing the secretary sometime in the future. I don't know when, but we will meet again.
Yeah, and the money will be nowhere to be found.
that might be true.
It's not about that.
It's not about the money. It's
about
about
the
sending
message.
the message. Well, speaking of sending a message, Kythos decided to throw down his newly acquired 1,000 gold, 1G, uh, of
One rack.
one whole rack to this secretary, to which she said, "Thanks, but you're you're just giving me back the town's money."
She
And
said, "Thanks, but I don't want your job." With the- with the
essentially,
queen.
I mean, you know, she had a pretty cushy job, just living out and making tons of cash from, you know, working with his mayor. But after a while, y'all eventually whittled her down, and she essentially told y'all that it might not be the most morally upstanding way to live, but it's made Ballybogey profitable. And she conceded to not have any of y'all harmed in the process, even though y'all had been, you know, pestering them for quite some time. After, I think, some shopping, which got Roland a new set of duds, and Pyrite a new set of duds as well. Y'all decided to leave, pack up on your cart, and go. The last image y'all saw of Ballybogey was the mayor waving goodbye and saying, "Never to return, fellas, never to return." And that is where we ended. Y'all are on the road. It is the end of, I guess, the first night out. You still have 2 more ahead of y'all. Y'all are setting up camp out in the woods next to the cart. I'll go ahead and say that you have enough supplies to make it to Vaderon. Like, you'd planned for this ahead of time, and anything that you needed, you would have bought along the way. I'm not going to have y'all try and scramble to find rations and stuff as y'all make your way over to Vaderon. But, so, we'll just go around. I'll go from Roland to Pyrite to Kythos. What are y'all thinking about? Like, how are y'all feeling now that you're out of this this quest? What are y'all thinking about as you start to head into Vaderon proper?
Mushroom.
All right, so Roland is singing about a mushroom. Go ahead and roll for wisdom.
Fuck, man. Just a straight wisdom roll. With
Whistler.
modifier?
What?
With, like, baseline
Yeah.
modifier?
Yes.
Okay. Oh boy. A 6.
Okay. Your mind is kind of cloudy. You can't really think about mushrooms too much. You can think a lot about the last crate of potatoes that the queen rolled out for you, which is kind of like a mushroom. It's not exactly a mushroom. But yeah, no, those potatoes, they looked succulent.
Alright. I'm just happy that I got paid an exorbitant amount of money. I've improved my armor, which is nice.
Yeah.
And I'm on top of the world. I'm not dead. There's not people chasing us. I'm being aware of the fact that the mayor might be sending people to kill us and retrieve that money, albeit not Kythos' portion. But everybody else's
Hey, he might be
portion.
satisfied with that $1,000. Who knows?
That's
We'll
not to
see.
say the mayor won't kill for sport. He seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah, so I'm on the prowl, but otherwise today is a successful day, and we live to fight another.
Okay. All right, yeah, Roland, you're basking in the glory of your new, what is it, just a breastplate, right? You feel like the sturdiness of iron underneath, like above your chest, kind of like a protection you've not really felt in quite some time. Usually iron is used to keep you shackled, so you usually feel it on your wrists or in your hand. Never really on your bodice, but this one moves with you. It kind of flows.
I am the jail.
You are the jailer and the jailed. But yeah, that's nice. Pyrite, what you thinking about there, bud? You see Rosie kind of like lights up the camp. Is she's still a hawk? They're flying around, kind of making like light cooing noises. Happy to be out of that fucking city for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still really shaken about losing Rosaline. Because I think, like I said, this is this whole adventure is one of the first times I've ever been out adventuring. It's definitely
Right.
the first time I've ever lost somebody. So I'm just sort of staring wistfully at Rosie, and I didn't write this up when you asked about religion, but like Pyrite has never been big on religion. Like his dad never cared about it. His mom was kind of like whatever the fantasy version of like Christmas and Easter is,
Okay.
of just
Yeah,
occasionally showing
she's
up.
like a follower of probably either Sylvanas or Pelor, like the sun god and the nature god. Just like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, sure, we'll celebrate whenever harvest comes around.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of just even going between the two of them. Like if one church seems too filled on the holiday, they'll go to the other one.
Hmm.
Uh, so Pirate's never really given a thought to religion, but now he's starting to worry about like what comes after death, especially for his friends.
Come to terms with his
So he's
mortality.
staring wistfully at Rosie and thinking of all that.
Well, I mean, Rosie's shares like this mental connection with you. She knows that you're struggling with it. She lands like
Mhm.
on your shoulder, ooh, ooh, and like nuzzles up against your head.
Mhm.
Tries to just give you a little bit more company.
Mhm. Yeah, I want to like rustle her feathers softly.
Yeah, she fluffs up. She's like a happy little pigeon, and
Mhm.
she's enjoying the company. Of course, like you two are bonded at this point. Like this deepening of the connection. Now that you've given her a name, you've given her like more of a purpose in her life, and you had lost her just recently for the first time. Like these emotions
Mhm.
are kind of like all crashing in on you. Like not only did you lose Rosaline, but you also lost Rosie for a short little bit of time.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, you're really getting the getting the mental strain put on you. Um, but as you look up in the night sky, you see that there's constellations up there. There's more things. A lot of the unknown is just up above head, um, and there's not really much you can do about it except look up at the stars.
Mhm.
All right, we'll go to Kythos. Kythos, what are you doing?
I am
And how you
taking
thinking?
I'm taking a mental note that the what happened with the money with the secretary and the mayor will not go in vain. I will what it doesn't even have to be like get the money back in the future, but the mayor I will have quote unquote my revenge on the mayor. Like this is not going to stand. We know what kind of real person he is and we're not going to let that stand. I think deep down the secretary is a good-hearted person, but I think she's just so in the system that she doesn't really know like that things could be better than like her conditions right now. So I'm taking a mental note where it's like maybe we'll see if we can convince her later if we have like more support from Shamshir. Is that how you pronounce her name? Shamshir?
Mhm.
Samashir, yeah.
Samashir. If we have more support from Samashir, that would be great, and then we can maybe see what we can do. Um, we've been on the road for a while, so I'm definitely thinking about like the sea. I'm like thinking about how I'm like longing for like open waters and stuff like that. I think back to my captain, my very first captain on the first boat that I ever was a crew ship hand on, and so I just kind of think about like his teachings and how he's like kind of got me where I am in terms of like being a competent like person on the ship and the crew and stuff like that. So I think about that a little bit,
Mm.
but it's like a fleeting thought. I don't think too much about it. I just kind of think about like who are we going to see next, and um, how is that going to shape our adventure, basically.
Right, so you're basically like you were writing a diss track for the mayor of Ballybogey, getting kind of caught up in your feelings about it.
I I also recognize that the mayor probably doesn't really care about me individually. He's probably just like, oh, another whatever that's trying to, you know, combat me.
Another one.
But I'm a very like underdog kind of mindset where I'm just like, like the second you underestimate me or the group, I'm like we will.
blasting you with my guiding bolt.
Yeah, we will
blowing
fucking
your
guide
ass
you
up.
both. Yeah. So
We run it back.
as long as there's no like because it sounds like the mayor's got ADT like shields and and like all this stuff. So I definitely got to figure out more about the blueprints of City Hall before we go back. But so maybe Sam Ashir will know a little bit about the mayor and what his oh my god, what's like the equivalent, like a military like Lockheed Martin, like what kind of military conglomerate this dude is running in the background to like
Okay.
in terms of security. So we'll see.
Okay. I would say actually, Kythos, go ahead and roll me a religion or a history check.
Okay, hang on, let me open my thing. Religion or history?
Yep.
God, this mobile website is horrible.
Yeah. Do you need me? Do you need me to like pull up your sheet so you can have your dice up?
So I can see like, hang on.
Remember, you can also roll it in the site itself. You just gotta click or tap the button.
Okay, I'm not doing saving throw senses. Skills. Okay, skills. Okay, you said religion or what?
History.
Okay, religion's +0, so I'm gonna.
As a cleric.
Why is it saying +0 for religion?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, your religion's +0. Oof. It's an int.
Okay.
It's an int thing.
And then history is also +0. All right, I'll just do history then. Okay. I got a 6 history.
Okay. You're trying to think back to your old mentor, Aranath, and trying to gather up some words of wisdom, like something that he would say when the seas got rough, or maybe some of the hulls got kind of damaged, or maybe the payout wasn't as good. You're trying to think up something that would like help you now, trying to like center yourself, and you're just unable to like pull any nuggets of wisdom. Like you can see his face, you can see what you can kind of imagine what he would have done, but you can't really think up of like anything to apply here. But go ahead and I would say Roland and Kythos, go ahead and roll a perception check or an insight, whichever one's better.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm gonna post a picture of the what the tridents like. This is the species of what Captain Aranath looks like. So he's kind of like the middle guy. He's like a sea folk kind of dude.
Nice.
Okay, what role?
Both of y'all, either insight or perception.
I think my perception will forever be better passively than it will be rolling it.
Probably.
Because like I've rolled just kind of meh on all my perception checks since like getting the one upgrade to my character. The feat.
Insight is 13 for me.
Okay, I would say it's probably not hard to kind of see. I would say that Pyrite kind of like doesn't really bottle up his emotions well. So you see that Pyrite's kind of like struggling over where he's sitting at. You can't really tell what or of what. But he's playing around with Rosie, the red hawk. But he's kind of like he has like a distant look in his eyes.
Oh, can I take the lead from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feel free.
Okay. Pyrite. I love the new name that you gave for your summoned pet. It's a really good and enduring name. I also do want to say that in terms of Rosaline and giving her a proper burial, I made sure to give her just a very short prayer, burying her near her home, and making the arrangements so that there's no issue of like grave robbing in the future. Like it's very, it was a very like confidential and like unnoticeable area. So, and I do have some general knowledge about how wherever her soul or her conscious may return in the afterlife. I have heard tales from my seafaring travels that people may sometimes return to a northern city. I think Dead Hand was the name of it, if I'm
Dead
not
Glade.
mistaken.
Dead Glade.
Dead Clay. And who knows if we'll see Rosaline again in the future. Maybe she'll recognize us again. Maybe she won't. But I hope you know that she was given the most respect, even in the end.
Wanna don't really look up. I'm still sort of lost in thought. I just go, thanks. I really appreciate that. Thanks for letting her family know.
Mhm.
I think after the Yuan Ti, I've had enough of the undead that I can deal with for right now.
Yeah. And hopefully this will be the last time that we have to deal with any um, unexpected events or missing party members, things like that. And as we get stronger and stronger, we'll be able to protect our friends.
Yeah, we gotta, we really gotta get better. Like, we can't lose any more people like that. You were right. I was rushing to get to Vaderon so I could tell Harris to fuck off and take over his job, but I think you're right. I think we need to find somebody to train us because we definitely
Hmm.
can't let that happen to the princess.
Yeah, I think the earlier we find our quote unquote teachers or masters, in terms of like honing our arts and things like that. Like for me, definitely getting magic and commanding of the elements and weather. That is definitely something I want to focus on. If we ever need to go sailing in the future, I want to make sure that we can have, as safe of an experience as we can, and different things like that. It seems like Roland
Yeah, they
over
had a
here
boat
is
to sail back there.
yeah, I was gonna say it seems like Verlon is he's already on his he's already on his way to getting stronger with that new iron chest plate.
Okay, he's eating it.
Ron's
Stop,
passed
stop,
out.
stop eating it.
He's been hugging his breastplate. You hear him grumble.
So someone's a sleepyhead. I'll leave him alone. Pyrite, is there anything else on your mind that you want to talk about? Anything you're excited for as we get to Vaderon, or seeing your lovely gal Princess Samashir again?
Man, I don't know. I should, you know, I should stop by university. I have a certain professor that left a very bad impression on me, so I think I should interrupt his lecture.
Who's this professor you're talking about?
Some visiting scholar. He came to Cloud's Cradle to talk about the ancient civilizations, and I had a really intelligent question, and when I went to ask, he just kept laughing at me for how short I was.
Oh, well, I think that guy's a little in over his head. You know what they say, right? If you can't do, then you teach. So maybe he's just in his I'm not good enough to actually be a practicing historian, and I just have to be a
Mhm.
teacher.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have Rosie and the amulet, so I wonder how many artifacts he has.
Hmm.
I think in the back of my head is like probably more.
Well, this one we got with our quite literally blood, sweat, and tears. So there is value in that.
Yeah.
Well,
What about you? You got anything special in Vaderon?
I don't have too many ties in Vaderon specifically. I think Wizard City and just the Tritons, Sea Folk. Those are kind of like my areas. I mean, I probably know people here and there that pass through the town, and that may be workers of the sea, or that's kind of like my relation to them. But aside from that, if they see a tiefling like me, they'll probably just think, oh, get a load of this guy just wanting to cause trouble or something like that. So I always have that thought in the back of my head where it's like I got to prove myself as like a good person before I can make a name for myself, or try to stay under the radar. I think I've definitely learned that lesson being in this group, that keeping that anonymity before breaking it is sometimes a good advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
it's,
Kythos, you would have visited Vaderon before, but going into the city, like proper, would have probably been like not on your radar. You would have been mostly at the docks, so you'd be familiar with at least that part of the city.
Yeah. I'm usually just kind of like just working like longshoremen, kind of like those activities. But I'm never really exploring or getting to know the townsfolk that much. It's if people are traveling from Vaderon out to sea, I'll definitely help. I definitely help them out, but so it's like the equivalent of like a flight attendant, where it's just like I kind of just see people pass and go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's tough when you get immediately judged by your looks, buddy. I know how that goes, but I just gotta think. Soon we're gonna be the heroes.
That's what I'm looking forward to. And honestly, the people that are quick to judge are usually not going to be longtime friends, or their opinion won't really matter too much in the long run anyway. So.
Well, actually, as you guys talk a little bit about your goals in Vaderon, like what do you expect to see, and like as your kind of desire to find a teacher or find a mentor to guide your hand, like each of y'all go ahead and roll I guess either another insight or constitution check.
Whichever is higher.
Yeah. Roland, aren't you asleep?
I woke up. wakey.
Mushrooms wore off.
Yeah. No. Like I had like a snot bubble, saliva bubble, like wake me up.
It popped.
Just in time for me to do this roll.
I got a 16.
Don't worry, I got a nat 1.
Okay. Roland falls back asleep.
All right.
Roland
That's
falls
it.
back.
I'm shitting myself.
No, Pirate feels it's a little flabby, but the whole check was, so Kythos, you talk about trying to find a mentor to become stronger, more powerful, but you look within yourself and you realize that like all this time, like you started off, you're barely able to even like fire a harpoon at the broadside of a ship, but then you remember blowing up that first goblin with your first guiding bolt, and like fighting off all the Yuan-Ti zombies down below. Like you feel the eye of the storm, like this like powerful relic like around your neck, like surge with energy that you've yet to tap into, and you've realized just how far you've come.
It's like a glass cannon thing for me, because it's like I know I have like high highs, but in terms of consistency, that's where I need a master to hone my ability to like get like consistent command of my spells and stuff like that.
Okay. And Vaderon they do have like clerics there. Like you can definitely go talk to a bunch of them. They'll mostly be in the river district, but I just between you and me, I haven't fully fleshed out that part of the map yet, so I'm probably gonna have to abstain from going there just yet.
I make a mental note to eventually see the clerics, but I have bigger fish to fry, is what I think.
Okay. You think of fish, and
Mm-hmm.
start to doze off to sleep. Unless there's anything anyone else wants to do before going to bed, we'll just like go on to the next day.
Yeah, I fell asleep, so I'm good at mine.
Good night.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 to fall asleep.
All right. In Pyra, you tried to do the same, but you just like you look at your arms, and they're a little bit more toned, but you think to yourself, it's like, I could use a new tattoo. Maybe want something that says badass, or the Punisher. You
But,
you think back to the
I'll put
guards.
Gad on one arm, and I'll put ass on the
Put
other.
ass on the other arm.
Sweet.
But yeah, so you guys go to sleep, and you wake up the next day, start to get your stuff together, and we're going to go ahead and start rolling for encounters. I'm going to go ahead and only roll one encounter per day.
It's like Pokemon.
It's essentially just going to be like, you want to roll high. It's going to be a luck check, and 5 to 20, nothing happens. Sound good?
All right. Do all of us need to roll, or are you rolling for
Who
us?
is gonna roll?
Oh boy. Should we volunteer? Do you guys have a preference for who does it?
I have no preference. Whoever wants to do it.
I say we have Pyrite do it.
All right.
All right.
Fire, go
All right,
ahead.
fire.
One rolls some d20.
Yeah, just roll 1d20. You want a 15 through 20. Oh, a 6.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Bet.
Alrighty, so
Wakey.
a 6. Huh.
Wait, did you say 5 through 20 means no encounter, or 15 through 20?
15
means no
through
encounter?
20.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I heard 5 through 20 at first as
No,
well.
no,
But okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that seemed very low.
All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So you guys are riding along in your cart. You start to actually each of y'all go ahead and roll a perception check. You're trying to listen to something.
Really, my passive perception won't beat out the
20,
number I roll.
22.
Damn, 21. Holy shit. Yeah, we're not. Nothing's passing us tonight.
All right, so Pyrite is driving the carriage. He can't hear over the clop of the horse hooves, but Roland and Kythos, y'all hear coming from the forest to your north, the sound of trees splitting and something very heavy moving through them.
Guys,
Roland,
guys,
are you hearing what I'm hearing?
guys, I think there's something out here. We need to hide quickly. If
Well,
we can hide the carriage.
This cart does have like I did get like the drapes, like the blinds to kind of keep it
It's
concealed.
coming,
So like people
it's
don't.
coming fast at y'all.
All right, we need to hide quickly.
All right, we'll
Get
hide.
away. Like I don't.
So we're
Should we-
abandoning the cart.
Oh fuck, I don't know. Are we able to move the cart fast enough? Like, can we gauge?
I'll let
if
y'all
we can move
do
the cart fast
one
enough?
action. What are y'all doing?
Try to move the cart out of the way stealthily, quickly.
I'm going. Yeah.
All right, I'll have.
I'm going to instead like brace myself. So pull out my sword and get like into position for the.
So Pyrite
Cannon
is
throw.
going to ready an action. Roland, do you want to try and hide the cart?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna have you first roll an animal handling check and then a stealth check.
Well, we're fucked on the animal handling. Although it is +2, so let's find out. Okay, 10.
You're able to
This
do
one-
it. It's not gonna be stealthy. I'll still
about-
give you the option to hide.
All right. Seeing as how I'm not good with horses, I'm going to hide.
All right, go ahead and roll your stealth.
This will surely be. There we go, 18.
An 18. Okay. All right. So Kythos and Pyrite are both like just getting up, ready to fight. And y'all see
wait.
as a, what?
I do have a +3 on animal handling. Can I try to get the horses taken care of?
Too late.
Okay.
Pyrite and Kythos, y'all get ready to fight. Roland is ducking and rolling, and the sounds get louder and louder. The horse gets kind of frightened, it whinnies, and out of the trees, like crashing and splintering of limbs, falls this. Let me get the details of it.
It's gonna
You
be like the
guys-
cutest animal of all time.
It's gonna be a mama goblin.
Oh my god, it's your mother.
Y'all see this jump out of the trees at y'all.
Oh my.
Oh God.
That thing.
It roars, goes, and
Jesus.
all of y'all roll initiative.
Oh my fucking god. Dun, 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 dun. Another 10. Anything having to do with animals is always a 10. Oh, fuck off. What, we got 5, 10? Please. Please be something good. Max, did you already roll your initiative?
I'm looking for it. Hang on.
You get a +2 to initiative.
I'm on mobile.
Oh, I see it. Okay. I literally I'm on mobile. Fucking 9.
Oh no, what a dumb monkey roll.
You only rolled a 4, so the monkey he's looking
Oh,
around.
shit.
He's trying to figure out. Everyone rolled low. Holy shit! So first up is going to be Roland. Roland, you are hidden. The monkey only has a passive perception of it's not that good. So
I bet this guy hits like a fucking freight train though,
Yeah.
based on the picture, so let's keep it that way. Let's keep the stealth.
yeah, possibly.
I'm gonna go for the snake special, which is a stealth sneak attack with my crossbow or short bow. Whatever I
Okay,
have on hand.
go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. Bear with me for a moment. I'm looking for my weapons. Okay. Short bow. Boom. Here comes the boom. 22.
That hits.
And then, okay, I haven't done this, we haven't done combat in a hot minute. If that was a sneak attack, did I do 2 rolls? I forget the rule. I don't know a lot of it.
You roll your sneak attack damage and your regular damage.
Okay, I'll do sneak first, which is a 10 plus actual damage. 4, so that's 14 damage, and that's my attack. Do
Yeah.
I get a bonus action with the short bow as well? I'm sorry if I'm forgetting.
I don't
I
think
do.
so. No.
What did I have a sneak attack for? Yeah, no, I don't think I have a bonus unless I'm like using my things. Anyways, I'll just deal 14 damage.
All right, so Roland like rolls out from behind the cart, just nails this monkey into in the neck. It roars it as it kind of staggers back, trying to figure out where it came from. Roland, is there anything else you're doing?
Oh shit! Wait. Yeah, I know how I do this. Yeah, my bonus action is going back to hide.
All right,
Fuck, I don't know why I forgot
Yeah,
that.
go ahead and roll your stealth.
Holy shit, dude! I'm so out of it tonight.
Mhm.
It's not even funny. 23.
All right, yeah, no, you hide behind a big mushroom.
Mushroom.
All right, up next is gonna be Kythos. Kythos, this monkey just took it has crossbolt in its neck. It's looking at you. It's slobbering. It's going.
Let's guiding bolt this thing. I don't want any more damage done to us than there needs to be. So I want to guiding bolt him.
Roll to hit.
There we go.
13.
13. That meets its AC, so you hit it. Yep.
Fuck yeah, let's get
Okay.
it.
Damage time.
Yeah, damage time, brother.
9.
Damage. Okay, well, I mean that damage is damage. Yeah, you quickly like as if you're throwing a bowling ball, like just throw this guiding bolt. It uppercuts this monkey. Radiant damage just splatters out as it hits it in its chin. It seems pissed off, but it's not down yet. All right, Pirate, what are you doing, bro?
So, I guess just to be clear, so we've seen this monkey jump out of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
We've already hit it a few times. So
Yes.
That's probably not great for a peaceful encounter, but am I able to tell, does this monkey seem aggressive?
Are you gonna try to persuade him to stop?
Give him some bananas.
I wasn't sure, is this monkey running towards us, or is this monkey running away from something?
How does that
You're-
one
you're-
song
you're
go?
right.
Crystal Coconut? Does he start singing?
Inka Dinka, tell me everything.
Yeah, I don't think he's that
I would say go ahead and roll an animal handling check
Sure.
to try and intuit
Oh,
its
Oh,
body
so I
language.
wanted Sorry.
Arcana check.
Wrong one. That's fine.
Dude
Ignore
got
that.
hit.
Oh,
It's a 5.
Okay,
no.
both are fine.
Yeah, you don't know. Like this monkey could be trying to sell you cologne for all you know.
God.
It's but I mean, it has a crossbow bolt sticking out of its neck. It's probably not happy.
Maybe that'll better his deals for his wares.
About to,
Yeah.
about to down throw you, dude.
I wanna.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like for some reason, I'm still not feeling aggressive, so I want to just like hold my sword out at him and say, "It's like, okay, so obviously we can do some damage. Do you want to keep doing this and probably die, or do you want to talk?"
It beats its chest.
I scream, Pyrite, get your head in the game. There's no negotiating.
I look at.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, brother. You don't speak monkey.
I want to look at Rosie and see if she's picking up on anything.
Rosie is like fluffed up. She's like, she's ready to like jump off your shoulder and like go peck at this thing.
Yeah. Do you think if I could convince her to turn into a monkey, she'd be able to communicate with this?
I will
Seduce.
say roll Arcana. Because I mean you can communicate with Rosie because she's a familiar, but you'll have to like deepen a connection with this spell to be able to manipulate it in that way.
So combat shell shocked that we are now
But,
trying to persuade the
13.
monkey.
I would say there is a 50-50 chance.
Ooh.
There is a 50-50 chance you can communicate with this monkey, but it'll have to roll a check.
All right. Well, I'm going to look at Rosie and say, "All right, you okay turning into a monkey and trying to talk to this big fella?"
It means yes.
All right. Let's try it.
All right, so you turn Rosie into this monkey. The feathers like burst out in a poof of like just a cloud, and as these feathers kind of swirl around and dissipate up into the air, Rosie the red monkey, kind of like almost like a small orangutan, is now perched upon your shoulder. I will say, go ahead as Rosie. Using monkey stats, roll persuasion.
All right, so I'll just roll a d20, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the nat 20. I sense it. Here it comes. Oh,
4.
Well, all right.
So, Rosie, the red monkey, jumps off your shoulder, goes over to the Gorelian, and it's chittering. Rosie's just going, and the monkey's just like, and it's like it looks almost even more mad than before. You can tell from like your telepathic connection to Rosie. Rosie kind of like whispers back to you. It's like, I think I might have pissed him off more.
So it's okay. That's, I was the one who told you to bring up his mother, so that one,
Yeah,
that's on me.
maybe not the best choice of decisions. Maybe topics. We can brainstorm that later.
All right.
Is there anything
Well-
else you want to do? I'll say that took your action. You have a bonus action you want to do?
I gave peace a chance, so let's see bonus action what I can do. I don't have a lot of bonus actions. I'd say I'm just gonna call Rosie back so that she's not within striking range, and then ready myself for the next attack.
All right. So Rosie hops up on your shoulder, and like puts up like a fighting stance, like arches her back, her tail like curls up. And yeah, next it's gonna be the Gorillian's turn. All right, so I'm gonna roll a d6. 1 to 2 is Pyrite. 3 to 4 is Kythos. 5 to 6 is the horse and buggy.
Oh no!
No, not our supplies.
Gonna have to walk the rest of the way. I'm waiting for
1.
it.
That's Pyrite.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
Fair enough.
the Gorillian looks at where the monkey went. Brosy's sitting on his shoulder going, "Ee, ooh, ah," and he like narrows his eyes at it and like charges at you. He's going to do a multi-attack against you. He makes 5 attacks because he has a bunch of arms.
Oh, he got 4 arms.
All right, 1 with his bite.
God.
Does a 20 hit?
Oh my god!
Is a 20 hit? Yeah, it's 20 hits.
Okay. It's 7 damage. Now
right.
he's going to make 4 claw attacks against you.
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no!
Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
That's a 9.
9 does not hit.
That's 17.
Oh.
17 hits.
And a nat 20 he crits.
Oh my fucking
Oh, God.
Alright. Alright, let's roll that. So 9 damage off the normal hit.
Ouch.
And this next one, I'm going to double the result of the dice. 10 plus 4, that is 14.
Oh my god!
So how much damage in total? I already applied the 7 from the bite. How much from the strikes?
So it was 9 damage on the regular hit,
Uh-huh.
and then 14 damage on the other one.
Oh my god!
23, holy shit.
Strong ass
So
monkey.
9 damage and then 14 damage. Ugh. Alright, so I'm at
yeah.
10 out of 40.
You guys see that this Gorillian, like, just chomps into Pyrite's shoulder and then takes him up in his like jaws and just like pummels him like fucking Star Platinum into his chest. Just like and then just like tosses him to the side and then readies up the next fight or the next round. And as it ends its turn, it's gonna be Roland. Roland, what are you doing, brother?
Same thing. Stealth arrow shot.
Alrighty.
From behind the mushroom.
Daring today, aren't we, sir?
Yeah. So is it with stealth? I only get 1 roll to hit, or is it
No, you
like
get
2
advantage.
rolls to hit? Okay. Because it was just the first roll, the first attack, like rolled so well, it was like already guaranteed to hit.
Yeah, but you you'd always want to roll twice to see if you would get a crit.
Crit. Okay. 18's the first roll.
That would already hit.
17's the second.
All right,
so
18 hits.
badass. And this is still sneak attack damage, so I'll do sneak first, then actual damage next. Oh, I forgot to incorporate the poison damage
Okay.
in the previous round, actually.
Okay. So 9 damage first.
Yeah, hold on. And then we'll do regular damage. Cool. And then 9 plus 6 is 15. Is he immune to poison? Like, would have last round a +2 damage, like, to poison done anything?
I don't think he's immune to poison.
Okay. Could we count, because I forgot to add that math in. Because I got the ring on my hand, and I just forgot to, like, do that attack with it. Could I add 4 poison damage this round, 2 for this round, and 2 for the previous arrow I shot?
I think you have to roll. I think that's what the
Oh, yeah.
dice is. But since you didn't add it on the first one, it's a fuck up on your part.
Mhm.
I'll only include it on this one.
So, just 1 roll
Yes.
for the poison.
1d4.
I was so scared by the monkey's roars that I forgot to do my poison ring.
Yeah,
How silly.
you were shooting with your offhand.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
wanna yell out as I'm on the ground bleeding out, like, yeah, he can be pretty scary.
Yeah, Byron has this big old bite mark in his shoulder. Like,
Thanks for
you know,
taking
he's
one for the
kinda fucked
cart.
up.
I'll just roll a 1d4. Pretty
Okay.
sure is the value. Let's do that. Oh, sick. All right, 4 poison damage. I'll take it. I'll
Alrighty.
take the high roll. So whatever that total is.
Yeah, that's I recorded this monkey's looking kind of fucked up.
Good. Take that stealth damage and poison damage, bitch. Aiming towards like the same neck position. My bonus action is also hiding again.
Good, yeah. Go to roll.
I don't give a fuck if he's like dead. I'm still hiding. Boom, 23.
All right. Here comes the boom. All right. Yeah, you,
Chocolate.
The last thing this monkey hears
another
before he
mushroom
dies-
pops up, and you're able to roll behind it again.
The last thing this monkey hears from me is, "We're Costco guys."
All right. Next is gonna be Kythos. Kythos, what are you doing? This monkey's looking pretty bad, brother.
All right, I'm doing a level 2 guiding bolt this time.
Okay. All right. Go roll to hit.
22.
A 22
fuck.
does indeed hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Uh,
Oh,
Okay.
fuck. I think the monkey might just be dead.
12.
All right,
Damn.
12 damage. All right, so you once again like put both your hands together, kind of like a kamehameha, and just boom. I didn't mean to say boom.
You
Oh.
absolutely did.
A chicken bake flies out of your hand. It's very hot. It singes this monkey's face, and he goes, "Oh!" And he says, "Actually, I'm more of a Sam's Club guy myself." And yeah, no, he is on death's door. Like, he is looking horrid.
He's still alive though. That's
Oh,
not-
he's still alive. But up next is gonna be Pyrite.
Pyrite.
This monkey is
Alright.
like he has chicken bake all over him. He has 2 bolts sticking out of his neck. Rosaline is still, or Rosie's still on, not Rosaline. Rosie's still on your shoulder. She's like lifting you up off the ground. Like, come on, Pyrite, he's still there, right?
Come on,
Come on,
Pirate,
Mac.
you can do this.
Come on, man, you gotta get up.
Don't give up yet. Get him back.
Hit him, Mac, hit him, baby.
The Rocky theme is playing in my head.
Rosie's wearing a red sweater, a red sweatshirt.
All right, so I have now thoroughly decided that this beast is not going to be
The
peaceful.
monkey
so
gives
I'm
you
going
the monkey
to,
gives you 4 middle fingers. With his
I'm going to
forearm.
attack with my great sword.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead and roll to hit.
Ooh.
24 hit.
At 24 definitely does hit. Roll your damage, brother. I think just as long as you don't roll a 1 on your damage. Yeah, you're good.
Holy
All right.
Yeah,
13.
so describe how you want to kill this monkey as you get up off the ground and cleave it.
How do I want to kill this monkey?
Hmm.
I want to like run up to it, stab my sword into its stomach, and then use that to like sort of bounce myself up in the air, pull the sword out, and get up behind it and like stab it in its neck.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, you do like a full like Final Fantasy X/ move. You pivot, you use your momentum and the weight of the sword to kind of like like not pendulum, but kind of like lever yourself up. You swing on over, and as you're coming down, like downward slash, like spoiler alert, Sephiroth into Aerith. Boom bam. Right through the neck. And this monkey falls over. Ooh! And then falls down dead. So yeah, monkey dead. Monkey very dead. And Yeah, you guys are mostly fine except for Pyrite. Rosie's like she's like gathering up like bits of the Gorillion fur and trying to stuff it into your wounds from getting
All right, before
beaten,
I go to
beaten the
help
shit up.
Pyrite, I want to loot the monkey. I want to see what's in the monkey.
All right.
Yeah, I'm running over that bad boy. I want to see, like, I'm gonna go collect
Yeah,
my
rob his
arrows.
ass.
Yeah, I want to see like if he's got anything on him, or if there's any like animal parts that could be valuable or something. Like just anything that I'd noticed from my own experiences.
Go ahead and roll nature.
Ooh. First nature roll of the campaign, I think.
No,
12.
there's been others.
Yeah.
So this is a monkey. You can carve up some meat.
All right. Can I infer if I'm like skinning it for meat if the meat is tainted in any way, shape, or form?
You wouldn't
and if
be
it's
able to
healthy
tell.
eat?
But it looks like a
Just
big
at all.
monkey.
Okay. On that note, do we have?
While this is happening, I want to cover Rosie's eyes.
Rosie's like she's like kind of traumatized as Roland is like putting this knife up to this monkey's
Well,
throat
Obviously, I'm not cutting it open.
and cutting its titties off.
Yeah, like, can I? Is there? How much food do we have in the horse cart? Let's start there. Like, we're good on supplies, right?
Yeah, you have like enough for like maybe like 6 days.
Okay. Gentlemen, do we need this monkey meat or no? I say, like, looking at it, like,
You want to check
kind
his
of-
cargo shorts?
Yeah, I'll check that.
All right, so the monkey was wearing Lee's cargo shorts. It had multiple pockets. Roland, go ahead and roll sleight of hand to pickpocket this dead monkey.
Okay, hold up. I think it's the roll I'm about to make, and then add just 5 to it. Or do I have to roll the +5? I don't remember. One moment.
I think
While I
you
look
just
for my
add a
gloves.
+5 to it.
Okay.
I
Gloves
think you
of
just
thievery.
add a +5
Yeah.
to it.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure before I did that.
Would you not trust me?
6 + 5, so an 11. I rolled real low. Holy
11. All right, you
Yeah.
get it. You get its wallet.
Fuck yeah! What's in the wallet?
Sam's Club card.
Fuck yeah! Can I add that to my inventory? What does
No.
this item do?
No, you can't add it
Nothing.
because it's not yours.
Oh, yeah.
Sam
I
Club
don't-
has really good authentication.
What do you want to? You want to steal it?
Is there nothing else on them that I can see in the
some
wallet
raisins.
worth value?
Some raisins.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, I'll pocket those for a little snack, little snacky snack.
All right, add
Do I
one
steal
raisin.
the Sam's? All right. Fuck yeah.
It counts as an eighth of a ration. You need 7 other raisins to make 1 ration.
Do I even bother actually adding it to my inventory?
It's up to you, bro.
Honestly, nah. I'm too lazy to even put it in my inventory.
It's a
I'm just gonna,
monkey.
like,
You
look-
want its meat or not?
I'm just gonna lug it at its head. I'm gonna throw the raisin at its head, and I'm gonna teabag his head, and then walk away.
You throw a raisin, it gets stuck in the chicken bake that that
Yeah.
Kaithos threw out.
He ain't got shit. Can I teabag him? Can I roll for performance?
Go ahead, yeah. Roll
Teabag his-
for I guess intimidation.
Intimidation or performance?
Intimidation.
I mean, both have the same +1, so it doesn't matter. The 3.
Yeah, you accidentally like snag some of your pants on the Gorillion's like teeth.
I slip and fall.
and like you try to get up, try to make it smooth, but you end up like kind of tripping over yourself. And it looks like the
Okay,
Gorillion is blowing
wonderful.
Roland, what are you doing over there?
you. Roland looks like he's performing a necrophilic act with this Gorillion.
I lean over to Pyrite and I whisper.
Rosie
like, "Is he
Rosie
still
looks
on drugs?"
extremely shocked.
It's like, is he
She's
still
Dude,
on drugs?
Rosie, like you hear in your mind, Pyrite. Rosie's like, is he getting head? Is he getting head from that thing?
I think he's just high on mushrooms. Yell at Roland, I'm like, hey, its
Yeah, but,
teeth are pretty sharp. You don't want to get that.
but it looks like he's going low with his mushroom. You know what I mean?
This is what I look like. Just on the monkey's body. So stupid.
So
Alright, I'm just gonna walk back to the cart in shame.
yeah, so you roll, you get you rebuckle your pants, the monkey, the Gorillion, like flops over. It's still dead, but like you have to kind of like jump back to unsnag your pants from it.
All right, I'm gonna announce to the boys, like, all right, I'm going back to the cart. If we want any extra supplies, y'all can cut the meat off the monkey yourselves. And then I just stomp into the cart.
Gross. Is that what you call it these days?
Yeah, he looked like he was getting his meat.
I ignore those comments and get back
Well, you
to the
can't hear
cart.
Rosie. Rosie's only telepathically talking to.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Pirate, do you need? I think I may have the boof in my inventory. I'm not sure, but if you need that to heal, feel free to take it from me.
I mean, in character, would I sort of understand where it's like, oh, this is our last encounter for the day, so we'll get.
I would say you guys would know. Like this is you're pretty close to getting like down to night. You haven't had much trouble before, and this like is kind of a totally different thing.
Unexpected.
All right. I'll says like, thanks. I'm just gonna take a nap in the back of the carriage.
Okie dokie.
All right, so y'all wrap up. You get back on the cart, and you travel along. You guys pass by some small huts along the way, going along the Aloe coast. You're a little bit more inland now, so you've gone away from the coastline, and now you're traveling a little bit more towards, like central, not like central-ish, but just like away from the shoreline. You can no longer hear the gulls. And you're in like thicker parts of the forest, so you find like some cottages, some roadside inns here and there. Would you guys want to keep trekking out in the woods, or and set up camp, or would you want to like try and stop at an inn?
That depends.
I'm done with the woods for today.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to
Yeah.
check out an inn. I'm not really itching to like stay there at night, but I want to see if they got any like stores or anything. I'm itching to buy stuff still.
Okay. So as it starts to get close to night, you see some road signs, and one of them points to the unicorn's horn that's up a little bit of a ways, and you guys are able to make it there by nightfall. You come across this cozy little tavern. It probably has like 5 or 6 rooms at most. Very sleepy. You don't see any carts out front. When you guys head in, you see a small bar. The ceiling's kind of low, so it's perfect for the dwarves. Kythos, you have to kind of like duck to get into the doorway a little bit. Behind the bar is a halfling man. He is polishing up some pewter mugs. He looks at y'all with a little look in his eye, and he welcomes you in. He's like, "Oh, welcome, travelers. Didn't expect anybody to be coming along these roads."
Thank you for the warm welcome, sir.
I
Well,
want to slump into the bar stool and go, "Give me a drink, bartender."
would you? He like brings out like a towel. He's like, "You're kind of bleeding a little bit there, sir. You mind sitting on this towel?" The wood, it stains.
Thanks.
It's no problem.
I just take the towel and just shove it into my wounds.
Ugh. you can keep that. he eyeballs you a little bit. He's like, a drink, yes. That'll be 2 copper.
All right. Look through my satchel. Let me see. Let's see.
He's pouring you up a frothy
Yeah.
mug.
All I have are gold pieces, so I'm just gonna
You can
set a gold piece on the counter.
What? He brings out like 3 more cups. He's like, here.
Is that 100 copper pieces? Yeah, that is. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's 100 copper pieces.
That's insane. All right.
Do you think that one gold piece can get us some lodging for the night, tavern keeper?
Our stays are very modest. For all of y'all, I would say so. Yeah.
And do you have
Okay.
any wares for sale? I pitch in, speaking out finally.
Oh, he kind of like looks behind his counter. Well, I mean, I have some food. I don't really have much to sell. I just, I run this tavern.
Any stores? Anything?
Well,
nearby
Vaderon's just
area?
a days away. You should be able to reach them before, I guess, not too long after you stop for a night.
Gotcha. Understood. I kind of want to walk to like an unseen corner, and I want to like look around the room to see if I see anything out of place. And what I mean by that is like I'm looking for like not the storeroom, but just anything that might be like secret passages or little bunkers, stuff where like if this guy's like giving me the runaround, where there might be a little bit of treasure hidden in the walls.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check, I guess.
Okay, stealth. Gotcha.
Like as you're walking away, the bartender's kind of he's like, look, alrighty,
Just a 10.
don't want to. He's like keeping his eyes on you. He thinks it's kind of weird that you're walking away from your friends and going to sit in a corner. I guess if you're looking for a perception check, like go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. So he still sees me when I'm doing this.
Yes.
Dirty 20, not a nat
Dirty
20.
20. Okay, so you see that this is a pretty small inn. The upstairs is where the rooms are. 3 on each side, 3 on the back, 3 on the front. There is a small storeroom and a cellar where he kind of like doesn't really go near. He sometimes goes into the storeroom to freshen up some vegetables or put some stuff away because, not too many people are in for the night. But other than that, I guess with a dirty 20, you would be able to see that the cellar is a bit... It's not a wooden door to the cellar, it's like a metal door.
Interesting. You, sire, I want to speak to the bartender again, like kind of walk towards the door and point it out, since he's literally watching me do this. Like,
Yeah.
what's down here? If we stay the night, it's nothing gonna give us trouble.
My cellar?
Yeah. What you got down there?
Food?
Yeah, do you happen to be partaking in an unequal trade agreement with a subterranean people and then also engaging in an illegal activity to keep your profits?
No.
Is it possible for us to
Sure.
roll and see if this man is deceiving us?
Roll insight.
All right. Is it all 3 of us or just one of us?
I mean, Kythos, you haven't had a chance to really do anything.
Hang on one sec. I gotta, because
I gotta go to my car.
I gotta go to my car because the power's still not on in my place. But let me
Really?
come on 1%. Hang on.
Really trusting in an Xfinity. We can pause it for a second.
Yeah, give me 1 sec here.
That's so bad.
Oh my god. It's not raining outside at least, but
Quick,
yeah,
Max,
I had-
just go to your local public library, late night public library.
yeah,
the,
you know,
11,
24-hour
The-
ones.
the 11 o'clock library. All right, hang on 1 sec. God, even the hallway is dark as hell over here.
Spooky. I'll wait for your audio to
Okay,
come out.
so I was gonna tend to Pyrite's wounds and just kind of like disinfect and stuff, but I'm happy to follow Roland's lead and always be suspicious of everybody. So I'm happy to do that too.
Yeah. Because it's
Okay, stop raining then. Good.
I want to see if I just want to press this guy's buttons. Like, I'm looking for just a chill night tonight. Like, I'm always looking for like an opportunity. Like, I'm not about to. Is this gentleman like a dwarf as well, or is he like a halfling?
He's a halfling.
Yeah, because like all my short brothers out here, I'm not trying to like fuck
You're not,
over at all.
Are you? So you're not trying to disenfranchise the short kings? I understand.
Yeah, it's not like a bias thing. It's just like we just got done fighting a giant monkey. I just want to make sure that like I don't wake up in the middle of the night and there's like another giant monkey coming out of the cellar. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
Like this guy's been nice to us so far. So
All right. So
but I
you
do want to see if he's lying. I want to see if he's like trying to hide anything out of the
Did you
cellar.
roll your insight?
No.
All right. I would
Right,
say
I'm in my car.
since
My phone is charging.
Roland is the only one that's kind of you can't get a read on this guy. Like he just looks like
Okay.
a Joe Schmo.
Yeah. Go on. What were you gonna say though? Can't get a read on this guy.
Yeah, you can't get a read on him.
You know, I thought you had like a follow-up sentence.
Since Roland is the only one that's kind of asking him this question, unless all of y'all were like actively paying attention to what was going on, you guys wouldn't.
Well, I was the one who like asked him, "Is like, do you have any subterranean
Oh
people
yeah,
that
you.
you're?"
I would say you go ahead and roll an insight as well.
Watch this be the nat 20.
Got it 10.
All right.
Flat 10. You can tell that he doesn't have any dealings with the Yuan Ti. No.
All right.
There you go.
It's not a very difficult thing to do. He's very like I don't know what you're talking about. But
sir, we've just had a very, very interesting run-in
I can
with
tell.
people, so we're just trying to be cautious. Make
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we don't get woken up in the middle of the night to some crazy happenings. You know, my friend's a bit shaken up over here, as you can see.
No.
He was a monkey's chew toy about an hour ago.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't have attributed that to a monkey, but he does definitely look a little messed up. I'm sure that at least a good drink of my ale will put a little warmth in your belly.
Yeah. Here, I got another question for you. Is there anything else we need to worry about in these woods or the day's journey to Vaderon? Anything at all besides giant monkeys coming out of the forest?
He's gonna kind of scratch his chin. He's gonna say, "Well, I mean, other than like just the beasties of the woods, there have been tales of some bandits, some highwaymen, jumping some people. It's been kind of a recent thing, though. It's not really a long-standing thing. These roads are generally pretty safe."
Do you know who these bandits work for?
Me personally, no. I mean, I really don't get out too often. I have most of my stuff just delivered to me from Vaderon, and people that stop by, they're, old hats. So, they stop in. They already have all their arrangements. Not much for conversation.
Any identifying insignia on their clothing or anything like? Are they just kind of dressed in, stealthy garb?
From what I can tell from the stories that people tell me, well, they don't use like conventional weapons.
Magic, perhaps?
No, the people come back sliced up and kind of eviscerated, but like not like what you would see just from a dagger or a sword. It's much more brutal than that. It's tough for me to. Well, I mean, no, those are claw marks. Oh, sir, please put those away. This is my bar. You're bleeding on
Starting
my
to
bar.
undress, showing it all off. It's like, some here, and some here.
Sir, you're bleeding into your drink. Use the
Oh, yeah,
towel.
I should watch it.
Use the towel.
Bloody Mary.
No, I don't serve Bloody Marys.
How you do now?
Oh.
Well, is there anything we should watch out for so we don't run into these highwaymen?
Well, just watch out for the highwaymen, I suppose.
So, like,
Thanks.
yeah, real good advice.
Well,
Do
you're
they,
the one asking
travel...
the questions. I can only answer as well as you ask.
All right. Say we leave in the morning. Do you think the highwaymen would catch us then, or are they more active at night?
It's hard to tell.
Let me
I
guess,
don't
you
think
get out
I
much?
think highwaymen are more of just like opportunistic. So if you
Why is it
show
called
up,
a highway?
what?
What is a highway?
A highway is just a place of heavy traffic.
I think what my friend is trying to say is
Life
thank
is
you for the
highway.
information that you have.
I
and
want to
we
write it all
appreciate
night
the
long.
heads up. we appreciate any information that you have, and thank you for what you've already given us so far.
Oh, well, it's no problem. Do you guys want... I mean, he passes out the rest of the drinks that he was going to give to Pyrite.
I'm still gonna stare at this motherfucker.
He stares at you back. It's like, what's with, he leans to you, Kaito. It's like, what's with the that one over there?
My stubby ears staring at me.
I was going to say, I didn't know how to work with that.
He is. I just say he's the Squidward of our group, even though the tavern won't know what Squidward is.
The big-nosed octopus from SpongeBob.
Yeah,
I know exactly what he is.
I'm not grumpy. I'm just pressing your buttons. I go to dap him up across the bar.
He daps you up. He's like, yeah, you can't. You got to keep the short kings up.
Hey, he gets it. Cool. All right, I'm gonna kind of fade into the background, like.
I want to reach. Like, I see some food on the other side of the bar, and I want to like reach for it. Not really even trying to like say like, oh, I'm gonna steal it. Just being like, I'm really hungry and I'm not thinking straight, so I'm just gonna grab the food that I see.
I mean, with that gold, he's probably just gonna let you.
So I grab a
You grab like a whole
plate
loaf
of sandwiches and I just start like chomping on them.
of bread. You grab some cheese and some bread, and you're just like shoveling both of them in your mouth.
Our party has like no value of money, like whatsoever. Paid 100 gold for, or 1 gold for like a 2 copper drink.
Yeah, we got to go to a bank and get some copper like exchange for gold.
I'll let you know now that like you don't have to get anything exchanged. Like I kind of work it like if you give someone a gold and it costs like, and you only have gold and it costs like 2 copper. Like, you could essentially just shave off a piece of the gold coin and it be worth the same.
Oh.
How would that mark though in D&D Beyond? Because my weight,
you would have to
what is it?
you would have to subtract a gold and input 100 copper or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. We'll deal with that later on. I am gonna stick with the party, but once the conversations wrap up, I'll head to bed in game. Because like I've exhausted all my stuff at the inn that I want to do.
All right, yeah. Is there anything y'all want to do with this barkeep?
Is there anybody else in the bar?
No, it's just y'all.
That's just us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll head to bed.
Yeah.
Sweet. Did we lock up the horse and buggy and carriage?
Yeah.
Like securely. Like, do I need to go back out there after hearing
No,
about the highwayman?
you guys are perfectly fine.
Okay.
Horses ran off.
The horses fucked off. Another gorilla ate it.
Yeah, your horse gets replaced by a 5-armed gorilla the next day.
By a bar crawling gorilla.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
Oh yeah, you guys don't notice, but there's another gorilla sitting at the bar.
I'm assuming we already like. I mean, I didn't take any damage the last fight or use any like spell slots or anything, but I'm assuming this will count as a long rest.
Yes. You guys each
Sweet.
receive long rest.
All right.
Badass. Boom.
Which means more guiding bolts.
Yep. Exactly. For more gorilla kills. Hopefully, the next one has a Costco member.
Boom.
Yep.
All right, so you guys wake up the next day. You go downstairs.
Where the fuck is long rest on the mobile map? Jesus.
Also, this is so random and out of nowhere, but I learned this on a Super TF stream like a month ago. The Rizzler is not actually related by blood to
Yeah,
like,
aren't
the
they?
Costco
Yeah,
guys.
but he's a cousin.
I don't know if he's a cousin. I think he's just some like random fucking kid.
There's no way.
I don't know. I'm sure that's some sort of rumor, but like they're not related. So this dude just hangs out with these children to make content. Like actually fucking insane, because it was like a huge revelation when I was watching a Twitch stream like a month ago, because I'm like, what the fuck, there's no way.
Well,
This is what I
Chuck,
dream
you're just
about.
saying words at this point.
Just waffling. What is bro waffling about?
I'm
What is the
Roland's
relation? What is the relationship of the Rizzler to Little Justice and the Boomster?
I didn't know that the Rizzler was an actual person. I thought that was just like a joke. Like,
that is
oh, it's
his that is this child's nickname. No, like that's his actual identifier. Like people will say that nickname before they'll say his actual name. Can I in character in game say this is like Roland just like high off the shrooms, just talking to himself, like the Rizzler. This is a fucking minute.
Yeah, Roland, as you're going downstairs, roll a perception check.
James, can you do a long rest for me? I can't find it on mobile.
I got you.
Thank
I
you.
got an 11 for my perception check.
Yeah,
by
you
the
don't
way.
notice anything.
What if I passively perceive? Would I notice it then?
Nope.
Is there a way I could get myself to just always passively percept instead of rolling?
Nope.
Yeah, that's okay. Alright.
Passive perception is mostly just for, like,
For you, yeah.
other stuff.
Which is fine. I mean, it's still great to have that value.
Alright, Kythos, yeah, I gotcha. Take the long rest, brother. There you
Honestly,
go.
it's probably a good thing to have my rolls in combat be really high versus my rolls in, like, the day-to-day. So...
You might think that.
I wanted to ask James. I'm looking at this thing called conditions, where
Yeah.
there's like paralysis or frightened or grappled. Are we gonna have fights that deal with those conditions?
Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
Why
cool.
would you ask that right before we're about to encounter the second gorilla?
Well, I want to know
Counter
how we
two
deal
gorillas.
With, yeah, I want to know how we deal with conditions if we get them.
One's electric and the other one's terrifying.
Yeah, one only does force damage, and the other one makes you charmed. You think the gorilla's your best friend?
Yeah.
Sweet.
One only tells truths and one only tells lies, but only Rosie knows what
Yeah.
they're saying.
She's like trying to explain it out. It's like, like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like,
Do we sleep soundly overnight in
you
the
guys are
inn?
perfectly fine.
Sweet.
Like,
Badass.
Pyrite has a belly full of cheese and bread. As you guys are heading out, the bartender, like, waits you out. He's like, alrighty, guys, safe travels. Toodles.
Thanks, mate. I give him a passing salute.
He gives you a big thumbs up.
Hell yeah.
I'll have... Kythos rolled it last time. I'll have Pyrite, since he got fucked up in the last encounter. Roll an encounter check.
Dun, 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 dun,
Alright.
dun, dun,
E20.
Here comes the two gorillas.
Ooh, not
God.
20.
Alrighty. So
Ooh,
you
give us
guys are...
like a bonus event.
Yeah, you guys are traveling along. And, you guys eventually come across a large carriage that looks like a store.
Oh,
There is a large banner, multiple gears, metal objects decorating the outside. The light
Metal
hits
gears?
it. Yeah, metal gears. The light hits it. Solid Snake comes out. He says, "Kept you waiting, huh?" And you each receive a Walkman with the man who sold the world on it.
man, Aloe is cool.
I'm just joking.
I think.
Always badass.
Um,
All right, for real though, what's in the store? Let's walk up and
So
It's a boat. You can buy a boat.
it's a boat on land.
it's parked off to the side of this clearing, and you guys hear some rattling around on the inside. You guys see on the outside of this carriage, it looks almost like a traveling doctor, or maybe a like someone who would be like selling a certain like someone who'd sell like soaps, or not really soaps, but a traveling apothecary. Like a very thick wagon
Ooh.
with a bunch of different things, but all these metal tools and banners, multicolored flags on the side, and on the top it says, I actually have the full name. It is a mouthful.
Humble Apothecaries Incorporated.
I'm digging this though. If they got health potions, like it could be a worthy investment.
On the side, in a very large banner in bold letters, you see Wowie Zowies, Mechanics, and More.
Oh my, I'm digging this. Ooh, I like this. I'll let one of you all lead though. Well, I don't know. Then again, every time you guys lead, you always persuade your way out like into a fucking corner. You know what? I'll let you all do it anyways.
It's
ahead.
I'll walk up to the front of the carriage.
All right, so on the front of the carriage, you see it's being drawn by this automaton horse. It's kind of like it's like a robotic horse that's like it's frozen still. You see a faint blue glow in its eyes, and you see that there is a small stature of a man, kind of like tightening bolts, rattling things around. It kind of sounds like noises that you hear like on a construction site. He pulls like a pin out of his hair. He clicks it. It turns into a screwdriver, and he like tightens up something. But he's like completely oblivious of you behind him.
I'll just say out loud, "Good morning, sir. Is there anything for?"
And he kind of jumps off of the horse and like hides behind it.
I mean, we mean you no harm, good sir. We just wanted to see if you were selling anything that we could purchase. We have gold aplenty.
Oh, a customer in the middle of the woods.
Yep,
Well,
that's us.
this is quite an occasion. Here, let me. and he kind of pops back up. He is another halfling.
Oh yeah.
But you see he has like slick back black hair, a very slender face, like very small glasses that sit like just on the bridge of his nose. On his ear rests his pin that you saw. He clicks back and turns it back into a pin. He has a smock apron with blueprints all along the side and wrenches. He looks like kind of a mix between like a silversmith / like watchmaker and a writer of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Man interested in like architecture and engineering. It's very rare to see in the lands of Aloe.
Well, I mean, it's very rare to see my inventions in this land of Aloe. It's quite something, as you will see. And he kind of like bangs on the side of his carriage, and it like all folds out like a tiered table, like pops out of the front. It opens up, like the windows are kind of like a trifold, and you see like a bunch of little mechanics, little tools, little items. They all like roll out and like fall down on chains that display like their names. And like you see like clockwork weapons, very strange looking devices, a lot of stuff that you don't really recognize. And he kind of rubs his hands together and he's like, well, I guess the introduction should commence. I am Professor, or Dr. Zowie, as you would please refer me to. And please refer me to your friends as well. I need the business. I am the inventor and sole proprietor of Wowie Zowie Mechanics and More. As you can see, I have quite the selection of pretty much anything. Wondrous items, self-made inventions, pretty much something to make dreams come true. I'm still working on the tagline a bit.
All right. I want to get right to business. I want to see everything you got.
I was gonna say, is there like, James, do you have like a text that you can like copy paste in the chat, like just like a catalog of what's for sale?
Well, as Roland steps up, Roland, go ahead and roll a history check.
Oh boy. I'm hoping this is a good roll. Just an 8.
Even with an 8, it's not that difficult to see. The weapons that you have seen that Dr. Zowie has is the same kind of weapon that you have.
Yeah, my switchblade. I was actually going to comment on that. So it's like from the same. Like, did he make this essentially?
It's pretty certain that he did.
Wow, interesting. Well, I'm gonna say, sir, before this is me RPing now, like, before I even begin shopping, take a look at this, and I want to like show off my finesse a bit and like throw my blade in the air and watch it like do its like trick form switching or whatever. It's like, I believe you might be the person who made this.
He kind of like adjusts the glasses on the end of his nose, and he like, whoa, it's kind of rare to see one of my devices out in action. Usually people just have these for like, shows or for tricks of the trade. It's very, very rare to see someone that's actually utilizing it for its intended purpose. You mind if I take a look at it?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Is there anything you could do to tune it up, perhaps? Never thought I'd see the inventor of the device, out in the open.
Yeah,
Quite a chance meeting.
He adjusts his glasses real quick. He looks at it. He's like, oh, yeah, I can see that you've very. He's like looking down at it, like adjusting it, bending a little bit. With he glances between it and you. You've very heavily utilized this. The blade is almost dulled. He's getting like increasingly concerned.
I'm gonna say, well, I mean, if you're able to sharpen it,
The gears are a little rusted, and this is blood. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Well,
He's like, yeah, I can
That's
take
from cooking.
I can cook. You cook with a short blade.
we did kill a giant
That's
gorilla in
meals.
the woods yesterday, so yes, it would be a bit bloody.
Yes, a gorilla,
Okay.
and I have a little device here that keeps them away. He flicks it, and like a loud screech comes out of it. Goes ah! And he like quickly shuts it off. Yeah, they're very good at hearing. They don't like that sound.
Well, thank you, sir.
But he takes
anyways.
it back, and you hear some like whirring, a little bit of like just like tightening of screws, like essentially as if you were going through a cutscene in a video game of someone working in a workshop, like just gears whirring, oil being sprayed, metal against metal, sharpening anything. And Roland, you see he introduces it back out to you again. He rubs his hand along the flat side of the blade. He shifts it around. He puts a little gemstone into the hilt, closes it back up, takes his pen, and it like lights up for a moment as it solders itself. It solders the gem back into the hilt. And he turns it back around to you, Roland. He says, just to work on one of a field-tested product is a treat on its own. I usually don't get to trial out or even see field-tested version of these things at the time. But I've tuned it up for you, sharpened it up, cleaned it up, gotten all the gunk out, and you'll see it packs a little bit of an extra punch. And right now, you can use your switchblade to act, and when you choose to attack with your switchblade, it counts as magical attacks for the purposes of overcoming resistances.
Oh, that's really nice, actually. And I'm assuming you'll just calculate that like on your own.
Yeah, if there's
right?
if there's something with like a resistance to non-magical bludgeoning or piercing or slashing or whatever, yours would overcome that and act normally instead of getting halved.
It's like that Pokemon ability, Mold Breaker. Sweet. That's actually really nice. Dude, I'm just getting buffed galore. And he just did this for free, right? Like out of his own excitement.
Yeah.
For the fact that, I have one of his rare items and whatnot. Well, I am deeply appreciative of that, sir.
It's no problem.
So, thank you. Thank you so much. And I feel it in my hands and feel how different it holds.
You can see that
Nice.
He's applied like a kind of blade oil to it that is has immediately gotten set in. The shine from it looks almost like Damascus steel now. Like it's been folded metal multiple different times. The blade is very sharp to the touch. It seems like if you even like put like no pressure on it, it would still cut and draw blood. It is a very, very nasty looking weapon now.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing that, and I still am interested in looking around at all your wares that you have. Seeing as good of a craftsman as you are, I can't wait to see how good of a vendor you are as well.
Well, I'm more of a kind of a proprietor of magical items of sources. I suppose you'd call me an artificer slash adventurer slash entrepreneur slash inventor slash miracle maker slash
Right.
professor slash teacher slash mentor. I've I have a lot of things under my belt. It's very hard to put that on one diploma. But I mean, if your friends have any magical items they want me to look at, I can possibly give it a gander.
I do. I kind of like squeeze past Rilon.
Well, it's not
And I
hard.
go,
It's not hard to squeeze past Roland. You stand like 2 feet taller than him.
I go, Professor, thank you for being so kind to us and helping us out on our journey. We're going to see the Princess Samashir soon, and we want to be as prepared to help her as we can. I wanted to say that I have like just a general like mace or like hand axe. I wanted to ask if there's anything you can do to either improve my guiding bolt ability or give me a weapon that I can like electrically charge that's like electrically conductive, and I can like use that to as like a bonus when I like hit people that I can I don't know if D&D does this where it's like like how in Elden Ring where you like cover your weapon and bleed and then it's like a blood weapon. I'm thinking like that but with like electricity. Is that something that's allowed?
I can. He steeples his hands for a second. He looks down at your mace. Mind if I take a look at that real quick?
You can go ahead.
He's kind of he lifts it up. It's very big for him since he's just a halfling, and it's like a regular flanged mace. He rolls it over in his hand. He's like, oh, it's very brutish. Basically just a hunk of metal on a stick. Let me see. He looks up to your necklace as well. He kind of clocks it. He senses that it's kind of like magically charged as well. He says, "You mind if I see that little thing?" He points to the Eye of the Storm.
Yes, my Eye of the Storm. You're welcome to see it.
Interesting. Okay. And he rolls both of them over in his hand. He's really interested in this Eye of the Storm, though. He rolls it over, kind of like checking it out. He sniffs it a little bit. He licks it and gets a little shocked. His hair starts to stand up. His goatee straightens out. He's, whoa,
I make a note to run that necklace under like water the next time I put it on.
He's like, okay, well, here's what I can do. I can take a look at this necklace now, and if you want to, I suppose, put in a commission, I can make you something that fits this mace, but have a little bit more of a zap-a-zing, it's kind of like a lightning strike, like a bolt of inspiration. I can see what I can do.
Yeah. What kind of commission are you looking for?
If you say pass me along 400 gold, I can see what I can do.
How about 200?
I want to look at Erlon because we both know that Kaithos is like broke right now.
Like, I'm actually laughing in game right now, slightly to myself.
For 200 gold, I can look at just the eye.
Okay. Give me 1 sec, Professor. I walk over to Roland and Pyrite. All right, guys, I know I fucked up. I know I dropped 1,000 gold to the secretary. I know, I'm sorry. I will pay you back. Can you each give me, I need 175 gold. Could you have that?
I'm willing to do it if you roll like a nat 20. But
Like right now?
Yeah. Like you gotta like I am not gonna give you this fucking money unless like the stars align.
All right.
Or actually before you roll the nat 20, don't roll anything yet. I'm gonna say like what's in it for me, and then maybe I'll lower that like DC, depending on how good the deal is.
175 right now. I will pay you back 400 gold the very first time I have that in the future.
An investment, you might say.
Yeah.
I mean, we are gonna be traveling together.
How much money do you have right now?
225 gold, I think.
Okay, so you could just do the Eye of the Storm if necessary.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I
you
want
just
to like max out my, opportunity here.
You want 175 total
and
between the
400
two of
return.
us. Alright.
Or do you want 175 just from me?
I was gonna say if you guys could have it, so just like, 80 from one, 80 from it, 90 from another, like 95 from another.
I'll do 95. You promise to give me like double the return, and you have to roll above now. Let's say a 15. Otherwise, I'm not in.
I'll give you 200 gold in the future, guaranteed. And then I'll give.
Yeah, you can do that, but only if you roll above a 15. Otherwise, I'm not convinced.
The Bank of Roland is open for fucking
I
business.
don't think you understand. My character is based around money. Like, I'm excited because this shop owner is like literally my bladesmith. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. Even though it's a good deal for me in the long run, I'm working in the short term here. Because like I might spend all my money now. So
I turn to Pyrite and I say, Pyrite, if you give me 175 gold right now, I guarantee I will give you 400 gold as soon as I have that in the future.
Give me $200,000. Give me $200,000.
Dr. Phil outside my door with a gun. Look, I know you're a man of your word. It's just I don't know when we're gonna. Next time we're gonna come across.
I need $100 million right now.
Let me specify that the purpose is that so we go into battles and that we don't take as much damage. The whole point is to protect.
I didn't take any damage the last battle.
I know you didn't, but Pyrite definitely did.
All right. Yeah, I mean, my thing right now is that we need to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. So.
Yeah, and I fully intend to do that.
I'll give you the 175.
And I owe you 400 gold as soon as I have that in my inventory in the future.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that from my inventory.
How'd y'all work that out?
All right, Professor, here's the 400 gold, and I would like the full service, please.
All right. Well, the 400 gold will get you the mace. It's gonna take some days, though. He's like
right.
you can kind of intuit that he's been listening to you all this entire time. He's just been kind of like waiting.
When should I? Where should I expect to see you? Like what day, or like when would be a best time to see you?
Are you all gonna be heading to Vaderon, I'm assuming? I mean, you're heading that way.
We're on the way. We'll meet you there, pretty much.
Okay. Well, I would say meet me in the Trades District of Vaderon in 4 days' time.
All right, Trade District, 4 days. We'll see you then.
Alrighty.
Pyrite, you interested in buying anything
so he
from
takes...
this guy? Because I'm definitely thinking about a lot of options here, so I want to give you the chance to go first before me.
He takes your 400 gold, and he's gonna start like writing down a couple notes, like just start design. He pulls out a parchment, and it's almost like it's following a couple of his instructions as he's like describing what he wants to be done with it. You hear him whisper.
Does he take my Eye of the Storm too, or no?
No, it would have been $200, 200 gold for the Eye of the Storm, 400 gold for the new mace.
Okay. All right, I'm fine with just the mace. I really just want an electric powered weapon.
Doesn't mean you don't have a
gonna-
melee
yeah.
weapon now, though.
No, he's
For like the next
he's,
4
he's
days.
making he's making it from scratch.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right. I want to look around the store and see if there's like anything long and thin that looks like it vibrates, and then point at that and go, "Is this what I think it is?"
He turns, and it's like a hand that slightly rattles. He's like, "You mean this?" And he picks it up, and he presses some buttons on the back. It turns from 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, a fist, thumbs out. Every single one like individually going, and then like it vibrates as well.
Oh yeah, it's what I think it is.
The Fisto 3000.
He kind of narrows his eyes at you. And it's like, what do you think it is?
What else could it possibly be?
What? And that doesn't
Beer?
answer my question. What do you think it is? I've gotten many questions about this hand before, sir.
Let me guess, it's quite popular with the ladies.
You'd be surprised how many men like this too. Strapping young men like yourself.
I appreciate the compliment, but I think I'll pass right now.
Like,
I
okay.
wanna... Which one of us has the booth? I feel like that's what I would want to.
I think
I think I do.
yeah, Kythos has
Yeah.
the booth.
All right. So I'm gonna ask if I can see it, and then say, "Is like, is there anything you can do to improve this right now?"
He
It's
kind
a
of
healing item.
he looks at the booth. He inspects it. He's like, woof, this is a beauty. And he takes it a little bit. He smells the basin of it. Runs his hand along the gold carvings on the ivory base. He takes like a slight pull from it. Oh yeah, that's nice. I can do something with this. Yeah, I can do something with this.
All right. And we need it done quickly. We're not willing to part with it for several days.
Okay. A quicken charge fee plus this high weapon plus. He's like sitting doing some math. I'm thinking 500 gold.
I can do 350.
I can do 5. I can do 350 if you're willing to wait 2 days.
Your choice at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right?
I'm too worried about an encounter, so I'll give up the 500 to have it improved right now.
All right. So he like puts down the little blueprint that he's working with Kythos's mace with, and he takes the booth. He goes back. A couple little clockwork spiders like jump off of the top of his carriage. He opens the back door. Some more desks open up. His workshop unfolds magically. And you see sparks flying, the weave, like magical wisps of smoke going in and out through the magical bellows as he like chips away at it. He takes his pen, clicks it multiple times. It turns from a screwdriver to a soldering iron to a fine-tune scalpel to a chisel, and it's just like all over the place. He's like going to town on this thing. He's sweating, and after a minute, he comes back, and he hands you the booth. It looks very similar. The carvings are slightly different along the top side of it, and the mouthpiece is a little different. He hands it back to you, Pyrite, and he's
I'm gonna
like,
sniff it and then goes like, it doesn't smell like ass anymore.
"What? You mean was this in somebody's ass?"
We were using it as a natural enema.
I think we wiped it off after.
You
It's been a
think?
few days.
He remembers Roland's sword and how it was never cleaned before ever, and just covered in gunk and viscera. He's like, I smoked that. I smoked it. I definitely did.
It's okay. We smoke it all the time.
Oh, so
You smoked all of it, didn't you?
That's nice. That's nice. Well, I guess I won't leave you in suspense then. Just if you take that mouthpiece and slightly pull it, and when you do, it extends out into a longer pipe, almost like a hookah, and it kind of transforms. It has like a tube, he says, yes, if you pull from this now, you don't have to be right up on yourself to use it, or you don't have to be within range. Essentially, you can use this at a 60-foot distance.
Ooh, that's real
Ooh.
nice.
So yeah. So in most encounters, at any point, somebody can be like, "Hey, hot box us,"
Yeah.
and we'll.
It's a group heal.
Pretty
Ooh,
much.
that's
Like,
fucking
you can
nice.
use a bonus action to call the hookah like tube to you, and you can take a hit.
Sweet.
Okay.
I really like that. That's a huge buff.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
That's no problem. But he looks to you, Kythos. He's like, I swear, I'll get this done. It's just gonna take some time. Your specifics kind of interesting, but yeah, I'll meet you in the trade district, and it'll be right as rain. Right as
you,
rain with a little
Professor.
bit of lightning, huh? And he gives you a wink.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Professor. Take your time, and I want it to be the best it can be.
Of course.
All right.
Only the best.
Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. So, do you only do enchanted items and building enchantment items from scratch? Do you have anything that I could buy like same day in this cart right now before I look into enchanting items or enchanted items?
He kind of scratches his head. He's just like, I mean, I have supplies if you're an artificer. I can give
Yeah, I
you-
want to take a look at those. I want to see everything you got.
Just like metagaming, it would require you to be an artificer to use it.
What is an artificer?
An
I
artificer
actually
is
don't know what
a kind of like a wizard.
Oh, okay, like an inventor. So, like, this guy is literally just like upgrade your gear, kind of
Pretty
guy.
much.
Right. Okay. So I was gonna ask that as well because like I was treating this like it was like the thieves cart where like I just bought a wondrous item because like I'll go back to RP. Like I've been talking to this guy. Like I want to upgrade my boots specifically. I don't know if you got the blueprint for this, but to do the kind of enchantment that the boots of Elvenkind do. If you've ever heard of that, it's I've been hunting these boots for a while, and then for you, James, the item itself.
I know what the Boots of Elvenkind do.
Yeah, I wanna improve shopkeep. I wanna improve my boots to be the quietest boots on the planet. Can you do that?
You see, I mean, to make that from scratch, essentially. Like, if you have the boots here already, and if they were already a little bit magical, I would be able to, like, kind of work my own magic in there. I'll be able to, like, get some blueprints and maybe draw from it a little bit more, and then kind of get it kind of shaped to where you want it to be. But to make it from scratch and to kind of, like, do that on its own, gotta be kind of difficult.
How much we talking? Because I'm willing to pay the right price.
For the boots, probably around... The Boots of Elvenkind, those are uncommon, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Kind. Boots uncommon.
I'm gonna say if it's too difficult, I can also have him take a look at all my equipment and see what he'd be best capable of working with. But I want to see what you work out first, because I'm really itching for these boots to like round out my gear. Or if that's not an option, I have other things in mind.
Holy shit. Hold up. Yeah, woof.
I'm gonna guess lots of money that I can't
Lots.
afford.
That would
Alright.
be 1K gold.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that. Okay, then tell you what, shopkeep.
Have we had
Ask
1K
him if
in
you
gold anytime soon?
ask him if you can pay
Anytime
monthly.
in recent memory do we have 1K in gold that we don't currently have?
Ask him if you can pay in monthly installments.
I'm not doing that shit. No. I'm an upfront kind of guy. Okay,
Yep.
all right. If the boots aren't an
Tell him
option,
to go to Ballet Bogey and talk to the secretary and she'll pay him.
I
All
bet
right.
the secretary can buy the boots.
I'll kind of like fast forward in time because the thing I want to do is basically like I want him to look at like every single piece of my gear like on me, right? Because like I'm assuming like we're not buddy, but like the fact that I'm a wielder of one of his tools, like I have a respect for this man. Like I'm not trying to rob him, I'm not trying to deceive him. I'll maybe try to get like a deal if I can work one out, but like I am interested in this guy like buffing my shit. So I want him to like look at my weapons, look at the Cobra Bite ring, and just see like what he thinks would be best suited for him to do out of like the short bow that I have, the two daggers, and then the Cobra Bite ring, and my armor as well. Because
Well-
I don't think I can buff the gloves of thievery. Like that's already pretty strong.
Yeah, the one thing is, like, the reason why it costs so much is that he would have to make it all from scratch.
Yeah.
Like, if you had, like, boots that increased, like, your dex by some sort of amount, he would be able to, like, maybe introduce, like, a secondary blessing on it for a similar price, maybe a little bit less.
Yeah.
But he'll take a look at the Cobra Bite ring, and he's gonna kind of like, he's gonna rub his goatee a little bit, like go through his mustache with like a little comb that he clicks out of his pin. He's gonna be, this is quite the intriguing item. Okay,
Yes.
let me go back in my shop real quick. And he's going to head back into the recesses of his carriage. You're going to see him rummaging around a little bit. And he's going to come back with this ring and a blueprint. He's going to color it in a little bit, do some notes, do some, like, you see him doing a bunch of equations around this ring. He takes his glasses and shapes them to be like a little bit bigger, like as if he's magnifying it in. And he's gonna be like, I can do something with this.
Okay.
I think this magic is a little bit. It's a little bit different than what I'm normally used to.
Right.
But I can probably do something with it.
And that's like your most preferred item in my inventory at this moment. Not
Yes.
the weaponry I have, not the armor, but this ring.
This one has the most direct tie to the weave, as opposed to all of your other stuff.
All right. I'll trust in you. So, what's a fair price, you think, for work on this ring?
I'm thinking probably this ring is already quite a mystical, powerful item. If I'm gonna add anything to it, it's probably going to be like 650.
650. That's really funny. I have 648. But before I say yay or nay, I want to offer you, sir, a deal, or at least like something to ponder. I respect your craftsmanship. I've been using your weaponry in my day-to-day for a while now, and I want to offer my services to you in whatever capacity that you would need. If you need a mercenary, perhaps if you need somebody to run an errand for you, perhaps like, you know, some sort of muscle the three of us could possibly assist in at all. Perhaps maybe that can work itself into the deal for improving this ring. But you are an invaluable asset to us, and we would like to do the same for you, or at least myself. So, how does that sound?
Well, all right. Here's what I can kind of give to you. I kind of like my solace. Like I have my robots here that help me out, my automatons, they don't bother me much. It's not that I don't like other people, it's just I like traveling alone. Other people kind of slow me down.
Okay.
So, that being said, I don't have too many problems, especially with protection. No one really wants to rob someone with a big mechanical horse with, electric fields that go up around his carriage if danger comes close.
Right.
But-
There's got to be something you need help with.
If you... I guess if you kind of learn more... Okay, let me lay it straight. There's this group out there, right, called... they're calling themselves the Sons of the Machine. And they've been... not harassing me, but they've been following me somewhat. Kind of trying to track me down. And the other thing is that a lot of them have been using my inventions. Like a lot of my more mundane things, like that blade of yours. They've been using them on themselves. And it's kind of given me a bad name.
Well, we can take care of them and get your inventions back for
Yeah.
the right.
Well,
They've
let's.
been cutting themselves?
I'm gonna say, what do
mean,
you
yeah,
want
sorta.
specifically?
Why?
I get fanaticism.
Curious.
Okay.
They're giving you a bad name. What would you want done specifically? Because we'll do whatever you ask, right, for the service. Like, do you just want us to get to the bottom of it, get your inventions back, take
Yeah.
them off the street, take the group out? What would you like specifically?
I would say that if anything, if you get the chance, you guys seem like, from what you're buying from me, from what, I obviously can tell that you've been doing something with my blade. If you do come across any of them down the line, or I guess like any sort of information, learn about them, strike them down, do whatever, but I guess it'd be helping me out, and I guess helping out Aloy in general. So
Alright.
2 for 1.
Yeah, I think that is a wondrous trade. Now, by chance, would I be able to get the ring at a discounted rate in tandem with doing this service for you, which we intend to see through as well? Say 450, maybe 500.
Oh, that's
how
a
you feel?
big drop. I was going about 550, maybe 6.
I think 550 would be fair, because I do intend to seek out these Sons of the Machine. You've given us a great lead on that. Say 550.
550
Today?
can work.
And now, is this same day for the ring, or would we also have to wait?
If it was
Preferably same day.
If it was same day, I would have to bump it up to 6.
Same day 600. All right. And take out the Sons of the Machine, or at least
Yes.
get to the bottom of what they're doing. 600.
I could do that.
All right.
And,
I'm gonna shake his hand.
Let me just
Sir.
clarify. Let me just
Oh,
clarify
yeah.
the deal. So it's a 50 gold discount as long as we take out the Sons of the Machine. Is that what's happening?
Currently, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's,
Well,
I mean,
I'm set on
I mean,
it.
in all honesty, I don't have any insurance that you guys are even going to do that. So
Yeah. Well,
Alright, we have to come
we're
back
gonna
for
have
the
to.
maze.
Yeah, but say we have to come back to. Their gentlemen back here need to come back and get the items for you. So, I intend to see it through, especially for this great service you're doing for me. Like, I want to convey to him as well that, like, I mean this with sincerity, because, like, in my work and my profession, I respect, like, Roland as a character respects the, like, hierarchy of, like, literally, like, this is my bladesmith, and, like, I never thought I'd be meeting them in such a peculiar way.
you're kind of
So-
fanboying out a little bit.
I wouldn't say that. It's more of like a mutual respect. Like
I would.
I haven't felt this in a while beyond like people from like my previous like thieves guild, right? Or like the black markets I've worked under. Like it's respect meets respect, whatever that quote is, where it's like this person is very powerful. Right?
Real respect's real.
Yeah, that's the one.
Game recognizes game.
Yeah, like literally, like this guy would fuck us up if we like tried to fight him, and like he's clearly doing it. Like he knows what he's doing, right? So like people like him are the reason why we're able to function all that. So yeah, I'm paying the 600, like absolutely same day ring buff right now. Boom shot.
I also want to interject and like, is there also Daughters of the Machine that maybe use the and then motion my head over to the hand thing that we looked at earlier.
Well, I mean, I don't think any of the Sons have used that, and I think the Sons of the Machine is more just like a coverall thing. You know, it's like the Sons of Anarchy. Not all of them are sons. Like there are women in the group.
It's yeah. I mean, it just seems like a bit of an outdated patriarchal term, you know. The-
Boom.
It's
I
just-
got it in our notes sheet now.
I mean, you could say like maybe the founder was a son. Who knows?
yeah, yeah. I see. Okay, yeah.
But you're talking about the
I mean,
hand.
look, you know,
You're talking
I'm
about
not
you're
for
talking
all
about
of
the
this
buzzing
new,
hand.
you know, DEI, like, you know, introducing women into the machines, introducing machines into women. You know, I'm on your
Are
side
you on?
with
So you're
this.
not on Team Machine.
I'm no, I like the machines. I'm just not on Team Woman. You know.
You're okay.
What the fuck
You're
are
not
you
on Team
talking-
Woman. Are you saying you're not on Team Woman? Is that why you want this hand?
Pyrite. When we go to
No,
talk to the
you-
Sons of the Machine, they might have some female members. So calm yourself. They're just called. We don't know why they're called the Sons of the Machine.
All right. Okay.
Anyways,
So you don't want the hand?
I'll think about it when we get the mace. I'll see if I still want it.
Okay.
we'll sleep on it. That ring, on the other hand,
Yeah, he
I'll sleep
takes
with
he takes. Pirate like thinks about the hand, just like the sound of the buzz. So Roland, he takes the ring from you. He goes back into his shop, and he's gonna go back and tinker with it a little bit more. He goes back. He does the same thing that he did with the booth. He goes into his workshop around the back, and he comes back, and you look at the ring, and its green eyes grow a little bit brighter, and now the ability recharges on a short rest.
ooh, all right, that's really useful, actually. We thank you, sire.
But of course,
All right, so I'll definitely be using venomous assault a lot more. Yeah.
is there anything else that I can do for you? The hand,
Uh.
perhaps? He motions to it again. It's vibrating even stronger now. It comes with a remote. It comes with a remote control.
So I could wear it under my chainmail and nobody would know, except the remote
I mean,
holder.
it might rattle against the chainmail. I've seen that happen before. It's quite embarrassing.
Yeah. You'd have to put it up pretty deep to avoid that. Yeah.
Yes, in your pocket, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I will wait on the hand.
You can wait on the hand. Are you sure you don't want to get its accompanying foot? You see a foot with like a hole in the middle of it, like right next to the hand. They are very popular together.
I salivate a little and I look at the guys like, I think we need to get going.
All right. Well,
All
sir, I promise you, and I don't make promises often, but I promise you we will get to the bottom of the Sons of the Machine and get back to you with more information and hopefully a resolution to your issue. I swear it. And I kind of give him like a light bow.
He gives you each a nod. And he's gonna also like scribble on a sheet of paper with like his magic quill, and he's gonna hand it to Kythos. He's gonna be like, "This paper will activate and give you my location whenever I'm done with the commission. So if you ever like are looking for me in the city, it can be very large, it can be very overwhelming. Just follow the sheet of paper, and it will lead you right to it."
Now, is there any way that
Alright.
you would be able to give us a means of communication so that if you needed to reach us in case of a danger or perhaps like a run-in with the Sons of the Machine that you can warn us ahead of time? Because
Well,
if we are going to be working together, I think we need an equal line of communication just in case something goes awry.
I mean, I don't at this time. I would say that the next time you give me an update, just depending on how well you're doing, we can figure out any future plans from then on.
All right, sounds good. We won't disappoint.
Sounds good. Alrighty, fellas. I'll get back to work on my horse. It was bugging out a little bit, but I think I almost got it. And I guess I'll see y'all in Vaderon, huh?
Sweet. Pleasure working with you, sir.
Hey,
Alright, see you there.
Alrighty. He waves y'all off as y'all get back on your carriage and continue on down the road. And you guys gonna try and stop at another inn? There's probably going to be like less of a chance that an inn is going to be available since it's so close to Vaderon. Not too many people would set up an inn because, you know, there's so short of a ride to town. So I'd say if you roll a luck check, if you guys are actually looking for an inn.
I mean, I'm mostly just looking for inns because of like dialogue and item opportunity, but not so much now, honestly. I don't know about how you guys feel about that. Because I'm good. I mean, we could just sleep in the carriage if we're like getting closer to the city. Because I'm out of money now. I don't got like a fat pocket of money now, so I'm gonna be a bit more stingy.
Yeah, I mean, would there be cheap inns within the city? Like, I guess I'm trying to figure out how far we are out. That do we have time to make it to the city gates and then get in before nightfall?
I would say that it would probably be a little bit if you would push your travel any more, you would run the risk of getting a level of exhaustion.
All right.
Perhaps
We don't
we'll
want to
just
risk
find-
that because I think like our big deadline was just the ball or something, and that wasn't until the end of the month.
Right.
All right.
So
Perhaps
it's
we
still
try
the
to find an
same
inn.
week as when we rescued Shamashir, right?
This is getting on. So it has been about a week since you've rescued Samashir, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
Okay.
I'd leave it up to y'all.
Yeah, I'm open to looking for inns, and then if we don't see one, we can just sleep in the carriage and take turns
Okay.
Yeah,
doing lunch.
I agree.
That's good.
What would that roll be? Just a perception roll, like looking from the
A luck
road,
roll.
or
No, just a luck roll.
Okay.
You guys want to roll an 11. An 11 and up.
okay. Max, do you want to do it, or you want me to do it? Since
You can do
Andrew
it.
already did it. Okay. 11 or above. Let's see where I go. I almost rolled a D100. All right,
Pretty good.
16.
A 16? Alright, yeah,
Yeah.
you guys find a pretty decent, like well-maintained white inn. It looks kind of like a Tudor house. It has a large arched
You get back there.
a what?
For some reason, like a roll just popped up as Roland doing sneak attack damage, and so it's gonna attack the innkeeper the moment we walk in.
Roland sneak
Did I
attacks the
roll?
horse.
Did I accidentally click that?
No, I think it was delayed and it just showed up for me.
Oh, yeah, no, it didn't show up on my screen. So let's say if I accidentally clicked it, my bad.
Yep. So you guys come to this inn, like white and brown, paint on the outside, very relaxing. You can see that the name of this inn is the Harper's Trace, and you guys go into the door. It's a little bit bigger. There's like a couple more people in it. It's not like really busy, but there's like 4 or 5 people. They look like travelers. They all have their cloaks on. Like a party is happening. Like a group of 4 people are all sitting in the corner celebrating, while like 2 or 3 other lone travelers are at the bar drinking up. The human bartender, he is putting out some bowls of porridge. He looks at y'all coming in through the door, and he's like, "I'll get to y'all in a minute. I just have to finish making the arrangements for the party in the corner. But please sit wherever you like. I'll get to y'all in a second.
All right. Thanks.
So y'all take a seat. It's just a very plain barrels and a high table. After a minute, the bartender comes back. He's just polishing off one of the old glasses. And he comes over to y'all's table. He's like, what can I do for y'all?
Probably just looking to stay the night in, but also, if you have any opportunities, passing through town, any way to make a quick buck?
Well, I'm certain that you can go, I mean, into Vaderon. There might be like a board for adventurers like yourself to help out.
Just nothing you need done tonight. Any work, anything that we can
I'm about
help out with?
I'm about to wrap up shop. Unless any of y'all are good with the bartending.
I wanna
Yeah.
pull out a list of side quests that we've been acquiring that like I've been writing down. It's like, so just to check, do you know anything about Highwaymen or Sons of the Machine or Gorillas with Too Many Arms or
Oh, gorillas with too many arms? Yeah, there's one in the corner.
The wax worms. Should we name
Wax
drop the wax
worm.
worms?
You
What are
see,
the other
one
ones?
of the patrons is a gorilla, and he has like a beer in every single one of his arms. He's wearing a top hat.
Is he like okay?
All
He's
right, well-
sentient though. He's not like insane.
No, he's drinking.
All right, he seems like a
He's very
respectable
drunk. Yeah.
gentleman.
Anything about the mayor of Ballyboo? Do you know anything about him?
Ballyboo.
Bally
Bogey.
Ballybogey.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my friend here is really tired.
Understandable. It's late in the night. Ballybogey. That's that. Oh man, that's kind of too rich for my tastes. I haven't even tried to even travel out that ways. I'm surprised y'all would even be able to stay in a place like that.
Yeah, you'd be surprised about a lot of things over there.
Yeah. Also, meta comment. We forgot to show the fucking curse flower to the fucking robot guy. Like, oh my god, why didn't we do that?
Oh,
Well,
oops.
that's for Samashir, right?
Yeah, but we could have been like, hey, dude, destroy this thing for us. We'll do it on the next time. I genuinely forgot we even had that on our inventory.
Yeah.
Fuck. Because he might have been able to, like, inquire into it.
Well, we'll
Anyways.
see him again in a few days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if we
we'll
make
see
some
him.
money, we can maybe get him to, like, not destroy it, but we might be able to, like, use it.
Repurpose.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's consider that and, like, saving our money. Or at least, like,
All right.
earning more money. Because I want to do, like, adventuring boards and save up to, like, buy more stuff at his shop. Anyways, carry on the conversation. I thought of that just now.
But in terms
Where's the
of-
nearest?
Oh,
Where's the nearest trouble center?
trouble center?
There are like adventure board / troubles that need to get done for pay.
I mean, pretty
Work-
much every job is taken care of by the city guard in Vaderon. But if you need to, I guess that trying around the ends, there's usually a communication board. Like they post things about general inquiries, lost cats. If there's adventure is needed, they'll post it up there.
All right, we'll take a look.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
What are the odds tonight that you give me all your money because you're just that nice of a person? I try to persuade the bartender before he closes.
He's gonna like look at you. He's like, probably not as high of a chance of me kicking you out of my inn.
I want to interject and be like, Rilon, he's such a joker. He's an aspiring stand-up comic. So
Can I roll persuasion? I'm not trying to rob
Yeah,
him, I
roll
just wanna see.
intimidation with like disadvantage.
No, I
Titus
just want to persuade this guy.
thinks it is.
To do
Odds you
what?
can see all your-
To do what now?
I didn't say anything. I said I just want to persuade this man.
To do what? To do what? To do
To
what?
give a donation to a group of adventurers.
For why?
Salvation Army.
It's because this man lost it all betting.
I will repay my debts. Don't you worry about me. You worry about you.
We're not desperate, but we definitely need
roll,
to pick
roll
me up. That's all
intimidation
I'm
with
saying.
disadvantage.
I'm not trying to intimidate the man, though. I'm trying to be friendly.
Go ahead and roll intimidation with the disadvantage.
All right, here we go. Oh boy, 17 to start, and 6 to end.
He's gonna kind of like snort. Good one. Real good. Real good. Yeah, all my money.
That doesn't have to be all your money. Just a
You
parting
said all my
donation.
money.
Oh no, Rowan, it's late. You shouldn't. We shouldn't be joking. You don't want to do your whole act for free for this guy. I want to look
All right,
at
all
him.
right.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
wanna
it's just because I mean,
you don't wanna help
I'm sorry.
somebody.
I'm sorry if I'm coming off a little strong, but the last guy that did that pulled a knife on me and threatened to pull my guts out. So I don't usually take too kindly to that.
I mean, I'm not trying to threaten you. Maybe the
Yeah.
first thing I came in here was offering to help you for a little bit of
yeah.
pay. So I was just wondering if you'd return the favor and give a nice donation to some just traveling adventures. But it's fine. It's fine.
How
I
much
didn't
for
mean
the
any
rims?
trouble by it.
3
We're
gold
paying
each.
cash.
3 gold each.
All
All
right.
right. I'm the only one left with
Wait.
any money.
I have money, but does it cost any to just sleep outside in the carriage?
If you're gonna
Like,
be
the only
parking,
re-
if you're gonna be parking at the inn, it's
Well, how
gonna
much
be
is
one.
parking?
It's gonna be 1 gold.
All right, I'll pay for parking, and I'm gonna sleep in the carriage tonight just because.
All right. Go. You do that. I'll get a room. Kythos, do you have money?
So now I owe Pyrite 397 gold.
All right.
Mark that
I'll
down.
pay the
Really?
6
Mark that
gold
down.
for both of us to get a room.
All right.
Cool. I'm sleeping out in the carriage tonight.
Yeah,
just
roll a
to
Constitution check.
watch for highwaymen. Who's rolling Constitution?
You are,
Why?
Oh wait, no,
because
not
you're
that.
sleeping out in the cold.
Oh, fuck me. Well, I rolled an 8.
Okay.
About to get real sneezy.
You get the effects of a long rest, but you also get 1 level of exhaustion because it's not a full night's rest.
All right, fair enough. Where do I go for that? It's not modifiers. Where's the conditions? There it is. So what is it? One.
Level of exhaustion.
Is there a way to cure that? What's the
A long
what?
rest.
What does that? What does that do to me
So
exactly?
go to. I'll apply it to you.
I mean, I already clicked it on my character, for conditions, but
Yep.
I didn't read what it does. A descriptor. Okay, there we go. While you have exhaustion condition, you experience falling effects. Keep it every time you receive it, gain 1 level. You die if your exhaustion is level 6.
Yeah, so keep doing that,
What
man.
the fuck?
Damn.
Oh, if I sleep outside, level 6, I just fucking die. Really? Oh, that's
This
crazy.
is you
When
sleeping outside with no blankie, no fire.
I would assume the carriage had some fucking blankets or something.
It had a
No,
cloth
we
top.
put tarps around it or cloth around the
Yeah,
side.
put a cloth
Yeah.
top, but it doesn't protect from the wind.
When you make a D20 test, the roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level. Holy fuck, is that just every roll now?
Mm-hmm.
Holy, when you make a D... Yeah, I already read that one. Your speed is reduced by a number of feet equal to 5 times your exhaustion level. Finishing a long rest removes 1 exhaustion level. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just character debuffs, because I pissed off the shop owner and didn't want to sleep with him wanting to beat my ass. Alright, I'll own
You
it.
could have just paid 3 gold, and not
The
have that
other,
happen.
the other shopkeeper, the other inn, was fine with us staying the night for 1 gold for all of us, and those beds were just.
Other
also-
shop we didn't threaten
he was-
them.
He was farther away from Bateron.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, anyways.
Also, if you ask people, how about you give me all your money? They don't want
They
to
don't
give us a
like
deal
you.
anymore.
he was not willing to let us help him for money.
He didn't need any help. You can't just
Why don't
manifest
you need our
problems for
help?
people to have.
Why
Or
don't
trying.
you have problems?
Level 1
We
exhaustion.
could have. could have like broken a table, be like, hey man, looks like your
You
table
broke
needs
it, yo.
fixing. How about you pay me to
Pay me money.
fix that?
Pay me money. Give me all your cash. Give me
Do I
that.
gotta do -2 on every roll? no
It
matter
should
what
do it
the roll is?
automatically.
Oh my fucking god. Does the booth
Nope.
allow like exhaustion reductions?
No.
So can I just like no, we all have to take a long rest together, don't we? Right.
I would assume so.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, fine. We'll continue the gameplay.
Alright. So, as y'all ride out of the you guys wake up.
I'm dying.
Roland, he like, as you all go back to the carriage, you come back to Roland. He slept on his back wrong. And if you passed the Constitution check, it was only like a 15. You would have been fine. But you failed, unfortunately. He looks like he has suffered a bit from sleeping out in the cold, and being exposed to the elements. He has like some bags under his eyes. Some of his drool has kind of like knotted up in his beard. It's gotten a little bit grody.
I was making sure we didn't get robbed last night. I'd like to tell you all, Kythos and Pyrite.
Yeah,
we didn't.
The only thing that got
fortunately.
robbed was you of your sleep.
Hey, we don't know where the highwaymen are. If anything, the way I slept was a precaution. I'm like convincing myself and everybody else around me.
Mhm.
Well, we should take care
Yes,
of
we
those highwaymen.
appreciate your sacrifice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's get those highwaymen as soon as possible.
Yeah, I agree.
All right,
Get
so
out
you
of here
guys,
before the shopkeeper.
yeah, you guys only have like another half a day's ride to get to Vaderon, so I will say that I'll just make this a 50-50 chance. Roll a d20.
Here we go.
Yeah, roll a d20.
I'm not rolling this. This
And,
is Max's roll.
If you roll a below a 10, you encounter something.
All right, I'll roll.
Here comes the giant gorilla. Please.
Hang
We had a
on.
nat 20 earlier. Like, this is gonna be like the nat 1. Should be insta death.
11.
11? All right, you guys are
Hey.
fine. You
All right,
continue
let's
traveling
get it.
down the road. Everything's nice and clear.
Wait, but I thought the whole point was to help the professor by taking out the highwaymen. Don't we want to encounter them?
Well, not
No,
the
the
highwaymen.
Sons
We
of the
want to
Machine are
encounter
a different org.
Oh, okay, sorry.
highwaymen are just
Randos.
criminals that are probably never going to go away.
Okay, petty thieves, got it.
Hey. No, petty, but it's an honest living. It's a dishonest living.
It's an honest living. Give me all your money.
Please.
Give me it all. Give me everything.
I'm joking.
I'm just
Give me
joking.
that.
I'm joking. You don't gotta give me your money. But if I wasn't, would you have?
You know.
Would you make a donation to the last resort? It's a tax deductible
It's tax
donation.
deductible. We're technically a charity. But you guys continue traveling on,
Actually.
and as you keep rattling down the ways, the forest kind of opens up a little bit, and it clears. You see a large walled city loom in the distance. And as it gets closer and closer, or as y'all get closer and closer, the walls get higher and higher up. You cross over a little stone bridge, past the Vaderonian River. You go past this little small town. If you look at the map, that's what you're riding up next to. You pass by a couple houses. People are going about their daily lives. This is a small little fishing village. They fish out of the river and do some crops. And some people just stay outside the city walls because they can't afford any places on the inside. And as y'all go down the ways, you take this little side path up and around to the main road leading into Vaderon proper.
Dang. Big area.
Oh.
So,
It's all mapped out.
You guys come up to the main gate. The gate is open, and you see two guards wearing the royal colors of orange, similar to the kind of the lesser royal guards that were accompanying Harris. But these are they're just some schmucks. They have like some orange tabards with a with the royal symbol on the front of it. And they kind of just like watch y'all indifferently as you roll up to the town. As you get a little bit closer to the city, one of the guards holds up his hand. He says, "Hey, halt there."
Does there seem to be a problem, officer?
Yeah, just state your business. He takes out like a little parchment, like a little scroll.
All right, Kythos, this one's on you. This one's
We are on official business for Princess Samashir. We are helping her do reconnaissance, surveying work, traveling the lands, and taking care of general duties and tasks for her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can check with Harris. Tell him we made it.
Oh, are you he looks on his notes and he like flips over a couple different pages and he's like, "Are you dumb blonde, angry shorty, and blue ass hat?"
Yes, that's us.
Okay.
Which one of us? I look between Grulon and myself. Like, which one of us is dumb blonde and which one of us is angry shorty?
You can infer that dumb blonde is you.
Shawty is like a melody in my...
And he looks at the notes that's in his clipboard. He's like, oh yeah. Harris said to give you one of these, and he farts really really loudly and wafts it over to your carriage. It smells. It smells horrible.
Can we get a roll on how good that fart is?
Yeah. Let me give this.
Whatever.
This guy just has he has commoner stats for now, so he gets a flat d20. It's an 11. It's like a little brap. Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Hey, it's all part of a day's work there. He also, he said he made a bet with himself, and he goes into like the little customs booth that he has next to him, and he's like, "Yeah, 50 gold, and I'll take 10 of those for the entry tax," and he throws it up to y'all. So you guys get 40 gold total.
Like, we have to pay 40 gold to get into the city?
No, we had to pay 10, so we get 40 just for making it. All right, so who wants to add the 40 gold?
Should we let Kythos add the 40 gold?
Yeah, I think so.
Just take it off his debt.
Yep.
All right, I owe Pyrite 357
Actually,
gold.
gamble.
Yeah, just go ahead and add it to your inventory if you can do that.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
And Kythos, when you get this gold and you open it up on the pouch, or you open up the pouch to add it to your inventory, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh boy.
Hold on 1 sec.
Fake gold.
Let me just say that the mobile website is fucking bonkers.
It's the best thing ever.
All right, add 40 gold. That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing. Okay. All right, I have added 40 gold. My purse has 40 gold in it, and now I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Okay.
Give me a
Is
sec.
perceiving.
It's so dumb because like each page is like you have to like swipe to the left, and I'm trying to like scroll. Okay. 13.
13. You can
Alright.
tell that Harris farted in this bag as well.
Wow, Harris, I love the fart jokes. They're so great. Anyway, can we go in now?
Oh, I mean, I'm not Harris.
Oh,
No,
I
we're
mean,
just
I love the fart jokes that the Vaderonians do. They're so great.
I mean,
Anyway,
yeah,
can we
it's
go in now?
classic. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you already paid the 40 gold, or you already paid the 10 gold.
All right. Bye bye. Thank you.
Later.
And I give Pyrite immediately the 40 gold, and I say, I now owe you 357 gold.
all right. Then I'll add it.
And I look at Roland and I say, you could have been getting passive income if you helped me out earlier, buddy, but I see you are a tough cookie.
You didn't roll well enough, mate. That's all. I set my terms.
So yep,
Thanks.
y'all roll into town, and the first kind of look into the town that you get is like rows of houses, large like long boarding houses, like barracks. You can see as you roll down the main street, it is well paved on the inside. There's a proper city. There's cobblestone streets. A lot of the courtyards are inlaid with brick. There's a couple of different like green patches, but a lot of it is well paved and well kept. Vaderon being the capital, like crown jewel of Aloy, is definitely evident as you go through this first district, which is mostly just residential. Not really many places to do or anything to really see other than houses. You see on the right, there's a very lively tavern where like people are kind of falling out, even though it's kind of like in the middle of the day. People are already drinking, having a good time. The sign says the Singing Fish. But down the way, wherever you're all heading,
Down the Aloy.
yeah, if you want to go ahead and roll, I guess a history check.
A 6. Okay. I don't know shit. Oh.
11.
10.
All right, I would say even
Not
with a 10 and 11, like those are being very normal with your history checks. You remember that Semishir is staying in the palace right now. You know, she's probably prepping for celebrations. And the whole reason for y'all coming here was to rendezvous with her.
Yeah.
All right, so, but other than that, like, I'll give y'all kind of like free reign. Like, there are a couple of distinct districts within Vaderon, like the central district. I'll go ahead and zoom out for y'all.
Big city, though. Ooh. Ooh, boy.
So there are distinct districts. This large central district made up of a lot of open spaces, but it's residential. So lots of houses, a ton of people live here. And they all have their, uses. Over to the left is the River District. Again, I haven't fleshed it out too much. A lot more of like green spaces, religious spaces, monasteries, that sort of thing. To the right is the Trades District. You can see that that's where a lot of marketplaces are. And of course the Giant's Foundry, which is the largest blacksmithing like central area in all of Aloy. Down on the southwest side or southeast side is the University District, where they have the Vaderon University, that with dormitories and residences for professors, as well as extracurricular buildings where other things are held. There is the Palace District, where dignitaries stay, and of course the Royal Palace is. it sits over here and has another central wall on the inside. Every single district is kind of separated by a small wall, like a smaller inner city wall, but the Palace district is separated by a very large, very large secondary wall. And down on the very south end of Vaderon is the Docks district, where there's warehouses, where the poorer folks stay. A lot of travelers stop here as well, and they, have comforts. There's a couple taverns. The brothels are down there as well as the very poor slump houses. And over in the Palace District is also where the Vaderon Royal Guard stays, and they train their troops there as well.
Shit, that's a lot. What am I trying to say? I gotta be up at like 7, so I don't know how much more I can do of a session. So if we can find like a natural stopping point somewhere in the city, and then maybe get to like heavy exploration next session, that would be ideal.
I also don't have power still, and I'm at 7%, so I'll have to like in the next like 10 minutes I'll probably have to head off.
Okay, where would be a good like stopping point in the city? Like just entering the city is a good stopping point, or
That
like should
can
we try to
definitely be a
find
stopping
like our
point,
inn?
unless y'all want to go ahead and start heading towards Samishir. I'll let y'all just head over there.
Honestly, I think just getting inside the city walls is a great place to end, because that'll give us time to kind of think about what to do the next session. Because like I don't have money to spend right now, but I am on like a big spending kick, so it wouldn't hurt us to like find an adventuring board, probably see Samishir, right? Figure out, maybe go to her first, because then we can figure out housing options for the next couple days, week from her. Then go to the adventuring board, make money, progress main plot, go from there. Like there's a lot we can do with this. So.
I'm just thinking out loud for next session is like I would want to talk to Shamashir, tell her about Valley Bogey, see if we can get a legal course of action on that, and then at the same time, like see what she wants us to do. And if it's like if we're not going to do anything for her for like the rest of the month, then we adventure throughout the city.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. And also
she
try
can-
to deal with the cursed flower too. Like we should present that to her.
Yeah, and if she can give us some kind of like stipend or like just initial pay as we're here.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, I'm definitely craving for that. So, like, I haven't used my poison bite ring ability at all, so it's nice I can use it more now. So I'll use it a lot more willy-nilly, like pretty much every fight, right before a short rest, or right after a short rest. But yeah, I think that's a good stopping point then, because like I could, if I didn't have to wake up at like 7, I could play till however late. But yeah, with Max's power outage, I think now's a good stopping point.
All right.
Yeah, I also have to wake up early tomorrow too.
All right, we can definitely wrap it up there. And we'll plan for the next session probably next Thursday.
Yeah. I should be available then.
All right.